Hello.
Good morning, Julia. Ahem. Hey, Whisper. Hey, Bleedin' Heart Centrist. Hey, Free Pie. What is going on, everybody? There are two songs I think I want to test today. Hey, Sidonia. As two of the songs I tested yesterday got the stream blocked. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, this is one of the ones I want to test, as well as this one later. You does not work. Let's see. Hey, Mark, where do we submit video suggestions? It's in Discord, but if you don't do Discord, I can add it to the kick list. But here's the link. You can join, put your username in the newcomers room. You'll get a role, and then you can post in the kick music video suggestion room. And I do at least one per person in order of posting. Sunday nights, Eastern time. Hey, I'm Daily. Yes, you are here just in time. Hi, Frankie. Let's see. This one worked. I could play this one. Hey, Peter. For ya. I really like this song. It's too close. It's too short though. Hi, Frankie. So I take a supplement 2 times a week. If you got inside my head, you'd see there's no point in going to therapy. At least that's what I tell myself, cause I don't need another purchase added to my monthly fees. I'm doing fine, alright, okay. Sun keeps coming up each day. See it through my window shades. It's alright, just passing time. I'll watch it fade, can't do too much anyways. In this small town, it'll away. I'm doing fine.
I swear I'm doing.
Am I really fine, or am I just really Who submitted this one? Don't really know lately. I've been on autopilot in my mind. Keeps me awake. Every single night I stay up late. I had to remove weather's problems and one of the Half Alive songs. One of them works. Guess I'll play this guitar, hoping that tomorrow I can say that I'm doing fine. They have this band Marino has eligible to share ad earnings with other claimants. I'll watch it fade, can't do too much anyways. In this small town, I'll take ineligible to earn. I'm fine with not, you know? That's fine with me. Just 2 of the songs made it so that no one can see the YouTube video at all.
This will be fine, I'm sure. But the bay was not claimed. And this other half alive songs was fine. Let's do this, what is this? Gail Gigolo song. I'm sure that'll be fine. Oh, you did? Nice. Yeah, I feel like it's rare that I'm like, I wish a song was longer. And it was 1 minute and 50. I really wonder what Frankie thinks is going on.
Republican movement. I'm here to tell you, you have 24 hours.
Hey, Gray. Gotta make money for in 24 hours. What are you gonna do?
I can remove my clutch armor, but Hilly Bogadana said touring Hana. Chen shock of these fake blue visa, QE shit, fuck Will Muggus Mowgli.
I told ye, not be a go hard for. It's not be a show hard, cootie here in fucking or.
Look, me got a vapor at a store. It's not like making a few quid was hard before.
Well, after Shin Fear, I turn the concho can't heal. Mercury was Jerry in a fucking seal. Social there.
And if you don't know, I'm not telling you, mucker.
I read then my car, I got Jen fucking plan. I'm fucking choking out this time with the rehab, Makastan, Muggers River, Watt Bay, Aglunia, Landlu, yeah, fuck that. Then met your buggy between two, yeah.
Sure, we're well known for being green a fella. Just as he's the Kiana's Chucky plan, like hella. A Lord Swing Kian, Ata, or the Wad, Marta Shan, fucking Wayne, Shenagiri, Cudge.
What are you looking? Crown for 30.
I like the video.
50.
The cons, I can remove my kajam and the blunts. Neil Fwack in my wall and the funds. The shot of Gary Costa, Aka relate to the Wamo Sast and the cons. I can remove my kajam and the blunts. Neil Fwack in my wall and the funds. The shot of Gary Costa, Aka relate to the Wamo Sast.
We made a mint off the baggy said Ganamara. Bashiri Shula Harry get Margin and Marak. It's Jack Lumens, a local shop with Aralawa. Then sell the clues on the hipsters at Holland and Carrock. Next topic, Bullish Jack, a couple of pan and tea. A locally known gigolo if your husband is deceased. Pricing a resident on a sham.
If your husband is deceased.
Cost to see.
Old dick,
I just lick it and spit.
Sean Fitch.
Me Ferrari get I eat that shit. Akfit hit river. August Chirac in the year because
see, this is respectable labor.
I'm kicking up a storm, lima wood
Old dick.
Murny Vesha churrum. Kiss
Still
stop,
lick
taking
that
chat,
shit.
ultra miss. Yes, miss. 20 extra for tongue with a kiss. So it's cake at Alice. I'll let you slip the fist. Sean Seal, Nish, kneecap, or in hit list, Gail Gigolos. Like frost to earn the mommy hose. The daddy hose. Martami coat buck, limit serotonin. But even Shantini need to get a boatin'. They need Jassa when you get to know them. The ruddy Jassa that could be stolen. Nish name a akamagu na a Jeremy I kerma anyam shees. For your next of kin, this fog a makak pain the defension. Upper let the cards about my erection. Massive. The cons.
Massive.
And the blunts. Neil Fwack in my wall and the funds. The shot of Gary Costa, Aka relate to the Wamo Sast and the cons. I can remove my kajam and the blunts. Neil Fwack in my wall and the funds. The shot of Gary Costa, Aka relate to the Wamo Sast.
But you're east and I got rockin' ish and a hoovness. To Shay and I'm doing
Hey,
it's
Ron.
time to do this. Fuck 'em slan and my pensioner mates.
Yo, couple of points of rest, don't forget to close the gates.
And me and Lum, Hum, Bulu, Mowgli. And we're two and chumlin of tech people, Luigi. Sweet, Creekney, and ish amigo. Bucking old people, I'm an opposite pedo.
Rock out stir, stick and fork, look at she and the dissies. Le puss more cause I'm blowing them kissies. What's happening, fellas, now? Don't be getting jealous. I'll take you all out for a good fellas. Next, been a janta. After drop more Colin, it's DJ Provy, it's a walk on a tandem. And he whipped out his handgun. Shin and Jury, listen to ramen. Shin and Jury, listen to ramen. Mila Falcher Riff and tandem. You looking yokes cause I have him. You looking yokes cause I have him. The cons, I can remove my kajam and the blunts. Neil Fwack in my wall and the funds.
I keep thinking he said remove my cunt jammas.
I can
like
remember
pajamas,
jam and the
but
blunts. Near whack in my wall and the funds. The shot of Gary Costa, I can relate to the one most asked. Maggie from the Upper Falls, what's happening?
Shout out the dirty Deirdre from Divis.
That's a looking crack. Any age, any sex.
Raiding old folk from any postcode. Cross community.
I'm gonna go put on my cunt jammas. I don't, what was I gonna say? Oh, this is the other one, the capitalism song we listened on. We'll see what Pastishock thinks about the review we gave that capitalism song. But okay. Okay. There's also a new Block Party song that I will save listening to until music video reviews. So, we all have to live that long. At least, okay? Everyone, please like the stream. Live, not top chat. Let's see. The 30 minutes church service you did. What was it? How did it even go? You know what? I'll okay. Listen. Yeah. It was such a bad song. It was not even a song. All right, let's try the song and then we'll get started. And I will just for a tiny moment, perhaps for a tiny moment, I will. Should we? I was watching Aiden watch J-Stock debating a guy, I think a chatter or something, about some freak that J-Stock has in his community. And it was just truly the way that J-Stock was behaving, and the tactics he was using, literally every aspect, every single point that you could try to make it was in pure destiny form. It was like he put on a gimp suit, but the gimp suit is destiny skin, you know? Hey, Big Jerry. Hey, Raz. I was malding in Aiden's chat, and so they're gonna talk tomorrow, and I'll watch that. But it really made me not trust. It made me not trust J-Stock at all. You know, I don't know when Aiden. Maybe nice. Like if he has to be friends with the freak, be friends offline. Yeah, like J-Stock was like all he had to do was be like, "Oh, yikes, my bad," or something. You know, it's I mean, I think maybe we'll look at the part that I missed, but it just the arguments J-Stock was making were just pure Destiny classic gaslighting, and I was like, oh, okay. This is you're defending, like, in defense of something that you should not be defending, that is actually like harmful to yourself to defend. I think there's a lot of weird Discord people. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's all really weird people. Yeah, they are really weird people. And so if you're like, I don't know why you would hold on to a really weird person, especially when it's exactly the kind of person that, like, Destiny will use against him. It'll like he'll use as an example against him. Like, why would you do that? What does he know about you? You know? I'll put this on while I look. We'll see if this song is... Do we think that... You know what? Actually, I'm not sure. Do we think that this is a thing that could get claimed? Hmm... Hmm... Hmm. I know I wanted to play this one. You know what we could do? Where am I even? Oh, duh. I went to this. Yes, compromise is the exact word. Alright, let me pull up Aiden's stream.
You may have the money, but you've got to go. It's sensible, it's sensible. And those endless seasons that go on and on, incredible. But I'd sooner get out. Remember where we went last year? You said everything about it moved on your career.
Lion Case.
Want to go?
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I got Omega jump scared. What on earth? What is happening? What happened? It's for the first time, Chris Lettuce. Dickers is soul maxing. Someone needs to warn Aiden. Looks like he's like shaved on the sides, like truly shaven. Hey Vanessa. Um I am frightened though. Okay, I got jump scared.
Cause this isn't Paris, and this isn't London, and it's not Berlin, and it's not Hong Kong, not Tokyo. If you want to go, I'll take you back one day. It feels so good.
Hey post hominid. I can't tell what Dickers and Beckett apart. Is this what racism feels like? You know, actually, I think that, no, I relate. It's hard to tell, white guys apart. I think that's reasonable. Especially if they're both ginger, like Beckett and Dickers.
You may have the body, but do you have the soul? Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen.
Hey, Archer.
Endless beaches that go on and on. It's magical, but I'd sooner get out.
Wow, I'm a little stuck on that. Hey, Kagad. I'm bald, so people think I'm another white guy all the time. That's funny. I really it's hard for me to tell people apart, honestly. Like, I remember, like, I'll remember, like, things that have the essence of another thing, not necessarily, you know, like someone could easily look like another person to me. After a while, all the sweepers kind of look alike. Well, one sweeper who we don't really know what they look like is J-Stock. We will get into that. Yeah, it takes me a while. Like, even someone I know, sometimes I can like second guess myself in a crowd. And just recalling names too. Okay. So I don't really know when. No. I don't know when I entered the chat. I don't know how any of this stuff started. So we're just gonna watch what happened on Aiden's stream. He was watching J-Stock talk to a chatter, and he was defending something that should not be defended. And he was but like even more concerning was how J-Stock was employing, you know, exact destiny tactics. Also because it's obvious and they're bad and they're stupid, you know? You just take something and you're like, oh, that's the most insane thing I've ever heard about a completely reasonable point. Like, even if you disagree, no one thinks that's an insane thing to say. You're just like, it's just gaslighting. You're just making someone, you're just trying to make someone look crazy or make them think that they're crazy. Oh God, oh God, he must be held to date, Jesus. But yeah. So I don't know. I got there when everything was well underway. So we'll see what I missed, and then hopefully the conversation happens tomorrow. Thank goodness for Aiden. Aiden, a person who is able to point out this kind of stuff. Yeah. God bless Aiden. Hail Satan. You know? So let's see. Ugh, God, this is gonna be... Okay. I am not going to... I'm not going to be radicalized. I will not be radicalized. I will not be... I will not wish the karmic wheel upon J-Stock, okay? The Destinyisms kill me. Exactly. And it's just so fucking flagrant. You know exactly. You know he knows what he's doing. And it's like, but it's so much energy and effort to like, if you're the one in the argument and they're doing that to you, it's so fucking frustrating to deal with that. So I'm glad that Aiden is there to make sure people know that this is not reasonable. We have to make sure that this is pointed out when people are using tactics like this, okay? It should not be acceptable. I've never joined JStalk Discord from all the weird shit that would leak onto his stream from his Discord. I'm like, nope, not joining that Discord. I'm in like hundreds of Discords. It would take me like a day to get, if I just like decided to take an afternoon to leave every Discord that I don't talk in, which is every other Discord than mine. It'd probably take me like the entire time. Yeah, I wish you could just mass leave places. But also it's like you never know. But yeah, people keep your guard up with Discord people, okay? Some of them are regular real people, but there are a lot of them that are weirdos who play weirdo games. Like for fun. All right, let's see.
But he's a mod.
Okay.
Stock had an art be doing what's okay and what isn't, appreciating this for what it is. Stop. London is not safe. True. True. Now, anyways, where were we? Oh, that's right. I don't know how many of you come from the JStalk community. I don't. My knowledge of, despite me and JStalk being best friends and coordinating together.
Oh, also, I would just like everyone to be aware that today, I will not be arguing. If there are any, defenders that come by that try to say no, JStalk isn't doing what he's doing, I'm not gonna deal with it, okay? If you're coping, you can keep the cope to yourself. We're not entertaining retards today. I'll be honest, okay? That's just what it is. Collectively, I refuse, I reject, I rebuke.
An outsider to JStalk's community. A lot of what I hear is secondhand, and unfortunately, a lot of what I hear comes from DGG. So I don't know necessarily what's true and what's exaggerated. I assume that it's all exaggerated when I hear it, but like when I push people on certain claims, it sounds like certain things actually were true that sound a bit unhinged. I don't know what the fuck is going on in that place. It just sounds like every single time I hear about the JStalk community, somebody coming from the JStalk community, it is like the most degenerate shit I've ever, like, we have this guy in my server or whatever who he came from JStalk's community originally and joined some breakaway server where he like sent his bulge in like chat or something. I don't even fucking.
Ew.
Like, we have somebody coming from the JStalk sounds like every single time I hear about the JStalk community, somebody coming from the JStalk community, it is like the most degenerate shit I've ever, like, we have this guy in my,
I don't know what happened other than it happened a while ago, but it was the same guy who contacted that Rose girl. Yes. That's what when I got to Aiden's stream, they were talking about the emails that he sent to Rose.
My server or whatever.
Oh yeah, Starbase was from JStalk's community.
Who he came from JStalk's
once again. Okay? There are real people. I would say most of the people here with me, that there are real people that are here on the internet. We're on the internet, but we're not weird freaks trying to do sneaky, creepy shit. Okay? So I'm not going to treat freaks. I'm saying I'm not going to treat freaks as if you are just as much of a person as the rest of us. If you're in the middle, I don't know what's going on with you. If that's what you're doing, I don't need to look at it. You know? Exactly, Dav.
Community originally and joined some breakaway server where he like sent his bulge in like chat or something. I don't even fucking know. But there's this guy in JStalk's community called Sabasexual.
Is that the that's not the bulge guy, right?
and joined some breakaway server.
Wait, is this a different
Somebody coming from the J sounds like every single time I hear about the J Stalk community. Somebody coming from the J Stalk community. It is like the most degenerate shit I've ever. Like, we have this guy in my server or whatever who
Oh.
he came from J Stalk's community originally and joined some breakaway server.
Is that Windy? Is that Windy? The guy with the Russian thing? The bulge guy is Paragon? Didn't Paragon sent something? Paragon sent something. I don't know. Who knows? They're all fucking weird. It's like, I feel like because we're in such a fucking we've been. I reject. We're busting through, okay? Because this has been such a fucking freak pool. Like, we've been in the freak waters. We've been just fully immersed. We are like, oh, okay, let's discuss the different nuances between this freak behavior and this less freak, but still freak behavior. We don't need to parse through the trash anymore. Oh, Wendy is the one Dan has been warning Aiden about. Didn't he send his penis? I don't know. That guy seemed like a liability. I think he's sent me friend requests before. Like, no. What?
Where he sent his bulge in chat or something. I don't even fucking know. But there's this guy in J Stalk's community called Sabasexual. And when Destiny said his name on stream a few times, and I didn't know who he was at the time.
Paragon is the is star-based. The one that catfished Perry. Yeah, the fact you have to clarify which freak exposed themselves, yes. There was a time when there were nothing but freaks, okay? But now, we don't have to deal with any... We can reject freaks, okay? We can, there's sometimes real, regular people get wrapped up in, shitter drama that's not worth it. And you need, to, throw some cold water on your face and shake it off and be like, okay, what the fuck am I wasting my time on? But there are other people, this is their thing. They like fucking around and being a fucking freak. They're not just getting, swept into drama. They're, they are the drama. They breathe drama. Of a freakish kind, not fun drama. But sneaky, not even good not even for content. That's who you're talking about? Oh, God. Yeah. He's friends with a bunch of pedos. And was banned a long time ago from another server besides Aiden's for being a sex pest. That's Denal, isn't it? Denal.
And I'm like, is that, save the sexual? It's got,
I guess what I'm saying is, I'm not saying you even have to get rid of the freaks. We have to acknowledge that they are what they are and point out the behavior because we don't have to tolerate it. It's unnecessary. There's no reason for us to. I think it was what in JStalk server, didn't he send a pic or something? They already, when you joined the stream, they had already covered the Harriet DMs, so you were watching without the context for a while, then you realized who JStalk was sweeping for? Yeah, which isn't the same, it's not the same person, right? This is a different person. If you harbor sex freaks, I'm going to assume you're also a sex freak, yes. Or if you try to, sweep for, or diffuse, or deny, yeah, not the same person, yeah.
It's like a charity or something. It's like that. It's Destiny hoping a charity helps him with his problem. But Sabasexual, okay, which is, by the way, weird fucking name. Allegedly, there are 3 incidents here to discuss. Okay, a woman by the name of, somebody was telling me about Harriet, and I was like, the Underground Railroad. They're like, no, there's this streamer or somebody in the Darius orbit or whatever called Harriet or something, and apparently this guy got banned from Darius's orbit for trying to like message this girl on her actual cell after it got leaked, which is like huge privacy violation. No shit.
Which is crazy. That's great. That's just enough to be like, oh no, they should be away forever. They shouldn't. Why? This is. Listen to this.
Yep, right. For or something. Somebody was telling me about Harriet, and I was like, the Underground Railroad. They're like, no, there's this streamer or somebody in the Darius orbit or whatever called Harriet or something, and apparently this guy got banned from Darius's orbit for trying to like message this girl on her actual cell after it got leaked, which is like huge privacy violation. No shit, right? We then go to this second.
So what I am not sure, and I'm sure we'll find out, but for those who are there, like Free Pie, when did JStalk become aware of that? Of the guy texting her leaked cell phone. Hey, Bleeding Heart, I'm good. How are you doing? Yes, this is the same guy who contacted Rose multiple times.
Incident where he is emailing.
I think he only became aware of it recently, but like by this call, like during this call, like by the time he got on the call with, like on stream with the guy, I forget his username, from JSOC stream, did he know about those texts? Like now, like by the time they started talking, did he learn during the conversation? Like what does recently mean before they talk? Okay. Because that's also, if he's defending this guy from the beginning, knowing that he did that, that is freak shit. And yeah, no, it's not good.
Rose
okay, let's see.
And her family attempting to, I guess, get Rose leaked for it or something, and apparently this guy got banned from Darius's orbit for trying to like message this girl on her actual cell after it got leaked, which is like huge privacy violation. No shit, right? We then go to this second incident where he is.
Oh, how has the ketamine spray been for you? How's that been? How long have you been doing that?
Emailing Rose and her family, attempting to, I guess, get Rose to communicate with Pixie's lawyers. Now, although I would agree with the sentiment, I do think that Rose, should help Pixie's lawyer, whatever, right? Although I can,
So that same guy got kicked. First of all, what are Darius standards? Darius kicked this guy from his community? And then this same guy is contacting Rose and her family, like, repeatedly since 2022. How has it been for you?
Agree with that sentiment. I don't think for you guys, any general member of the public, unless there's some piece of info that I'm not aware of, should ever be like taking it upon yourself to reach out to the minor victim of some fucking Rose. Yeah, she'd be. To reach out to a was she a minor at the time or an adult? She might have been an adult at this point. But it's not your job.
But yeah, viewers, chatters should not go contact anyone covered in anything. Like I would, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that helps, Bleeding Heart. I'm happy that helps.
Business, there's more by incentivizing a culture where members of the public feel the need to personally get involved in that capacity. You're creating more net harm than good, to be honest. You're creating more net harm than good.
Yes.
Right? Because most of you do not know how to deal with a situation like that. So if you think it's your job to go and handle it, you could do something wrong. She was an adult. Got it. Okay, she was. That's why I left it open. I left it open.
I see.
Not that, like, in this context, if she's late 17 or early, like, it's not like a, it's still, he's contacting her trying to get her involved in this case. I think that that's a step too far, right?
Yeah.
Not in the sense of, I think that's like, I don't think it's like the craziest, biggest deal on earth, but we should disincentivize shit like that, right? We should disincentivize shit like that. That's like, obviously like a huge overstep. But then apparently, the other night, he's in a chat with there are two types of people in this world. There are two types of people in this world. In this broader conflict we have, there are those that get it, okay? And if you don't know what it is, you're not there yet, okay? Or maybe you're not capable of being there. And there are people that never seem to get it. They're never able to read the room, figure out what they should and shouldn't be doing, what's okay and what isn't, appreciating this for what it is, right? There are some people that just cannot get it. And the people that repeatedly, patternistically have...
They don't know how to conduct themselves when it comes to being a part of a social setting. They don't know what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. And this entire space, all the debate pedophiling that we've done over the years, fleshing out every little possible potential argument that could ever be made in good or bad faith. What we have learned is that the people who are asking these questions, the people who are really pushing like the details of like, well, what about if this? What about this other very hyper specific thing? They're doing it because they want to make things confused and muddy the waters, okay? If someone's trying to do that, then they don't get it enough to engage. They can't handle themselves.
Demonstrated that they cannot get it are liabilities.
Yes.
Are liabilities. Unfortunately, I have one of these myself in my own community that doesn't seem to get it.
Which is eventually you gotta shake it. You gotta shake them off. When I say these things, I'm not saying anyone should do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not giving any prescriptions to anybody, telling anyone what they have to do with their communities or with themselves or whatever. But I'm not going to let anything go unnoticed, at least. We cannot let this separate standard of, oh, this is commentary, oh, this is the internet, oh, this is Discord. We can't you are still a person, you're still responsible for yourself and conducting yourself like an adult who is aware of consequences. Okay? And the people who cannot handle themselves are not worth it. They're not, the people who can't are not worth holding, letting bad faith people stick around. I'll say things and I'm not saying this with the expectation that anyone will or should do anything in particular. It's just I'm saying this stuff before we actually start watching J-Stock, because I do feel that I don't want to wish the wheel upon him, and I just want us to I want us, and I specifically mean me, okay? I'm getting stoned, and I am going to try to not wish the wheel upon J-Stock when he's being bad faith in all the ways that I haven't seen up to the point that I arrived at stream.
Keep him around because he's funny and he's entertaining. But, you guys this far into the game need to get it.
Yes. People can't play ignorant anymore. At this stage in the game, we've seen so many things actually play out that no one can play stupid anymore. And if you actually are stupid, then it's and can't comprehend such basic human conduct standards, then there's no, like, someone else can try to preschool you. But you can always you could listen. It's whenever you become aware, it's not too late to change right now. Start doing better right now.
So I don't know what the deal with the Radiant shit was, but apparently
Who's Radiant?
there was a conversation between someone I also like, an individual by the name of FM.
Oh, this is specifically about Discord weirdos doing weird things and harassing people, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
Jay, who is anti-Destiny, but he's also like a free thinker. There was a conversation between
Raiden is ex-Connor mod, okay. DGGer. Yes. Essentially, stop making your emotional and intellectual intelligence everyone else's problem. Exactly. No infantilizing adults. 2026 onward.
Also like an individual by the name of FMJ, who is anti-Destiny, but he's also like a free thinker as it pertains to the snarker shit. He's not really associated with any of us that much. And apparently him and J-Stalk had an argument on stream about the Saba Radiant shit, because it's been alleged that J-Stalk has been protecting Saba or something. Here's what my take is, guys. This dude is an insane liability, if what I'm hearing is true, which it seems to be true. And whether you want to keep him in your community or not is one question. I think it's like some servers, and mine is getting this way, have like a policy of like not moderating necessarily like all off platform behavior or whatever. But he's a mod, and I don't think that somebody like that who cannot get it should be a mod, like in your space.
And I will say, you know, having only seen like the, I don't know, second half or less of this, I don't think this person should be around. I think they're a liability to have in your Discord, but that's just my opinion.
Apparently, as a result of the Radiant shit, he's been demodded. But we've been talking about Saba now for like a week. We've been saying this guy's gonna be fucking, like, he's gonna, you know, it's gonna be tough for J-Stalk.
Destiny is actually has done sex crimes, so I have immense issues with Destiny. And I think it goes without saying. I don't know if you might not be aware, Bleeding Heart. I don't know how aware you've been. There's been a lot of stuff the past couple years. He's being presently sued. And, he recorded people without their knowledge or consent. He did a lot. It's a different era.
If he keeps this guy around or whatever.
Terrible
apparently
things.
He's finally, that was like a step too far.
And so any DGGers that you might have liked in the past, they're gone. There's a Neo DGG community and orbiters, and they are, you know, okay. I'm gonna say that the majority of people are gonna have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. But when I was a kid, they had the first chat bot on Instant Messenger called Smarter Child. Okay? Smarter Child. Does anyone remember that? It was like the first chatbot you could interact with, and it was like, whoa, this is so crazy. It's like not even a person. Versus ChatGPT now. Okay, well, I can't really... Okay, so basically, like I said, no one's gonna understand this, but this is the image I have in my head, comparing the very first chatbot that existed in a AOL Instant Messenger that you could just chat with, but then if you said that you were suicidal, it would not respond. It would respond to anything. But if you said that you were depressed or suicidal, it would like not respond at all. So that compared to modern day AI, Smarter Child is what is Neo DGG. DGG today is that old chatbot versus regular person is ChatGPT. Hey Shy, it was like speak and spell compared to now. Yes, exactly. Oh, really? Since the 60s? Okay, well, the first on AOL Instant Messenger when I was like, I don't know, probably 15 or something. I don't know. Something like that. Somewhere around those parts. But that's what, like, I'm not going to accept things at that level anymore. Eliza was the first. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. I mean more like from my era of like I think my dad worked in like some kind of IT stuff, so we had like a computer early. So I feel like I did things. I wasn't like the earliest to do things, but I feel like I was, I had a reasonably early internet experience. It's really, really primitive, barely counts as a chat art. Thank you, Bleeding Heart. I appreciate that. With a piano degree? But yeah, so I guess I get, I have premenstrual and stone brain, so bear with me throughout this. And I'm trying to not say anything. Just gonna try to not get Karmic Wheel involved. But I guess we've spent the past 6 years engaging on that level. It's done. I've demonstrated that I've been willing to. I gave it the best faith that I could. No more.
But let's look at the FMJ J-Stalk convo. I am hoping and praying to God that J-Stalk gets it, so I don't need to be.
Would Hutch be considered a DGG orbiter because I'm a longtime subscriber? Yes, he is. He is. He wasn't for a while. He disavowed Destiny, but he went back. He went back. That just goes to show. And he even defended. Destiny was caught having like sexting this woman, doing age play, role play, sexting with a woman about their IRL, like molesting each other's IRL children. And Hutch defended that. Hutch swept for that. He's like, oh, that's normal. He's like, yeah, people do roleplay all the time. No, it's not. It was roleplay about them getting married and being step-parents to each other's. This is my understanding of the situation. It is alleged that, they were fantasizing about getting married to each other and being step-parents to each other's kids and then molesting each other's kids. Hutch's tomfoolery show. I had the think, did I have that clip? I think, let me see. Is this?
To say that pedophilia.
I still have it on my computer even. I think this is it. Is this it? Or is this a different Hutch thing?
To say that pedophilic and ephebophilic sexual role play is crazy. It is not a crazy stance to say that engaging in this kind of reckless sexual behavior.
Shit. Shit, I was just enhancing Hutch. Enhance. Okay.
To say that pedophilic and ephebophilic sexual role play is crazy. It is not a crazy stance to say that engaging in this kind of reckless sexual behavior.
Remember, he's talking about fantasizing, like role play sexting as molesting each other's children. Okay?
It's never been my thing, but honestly, that stuff is more normal than people think. Certain shades of it are kind of normal for a lot of like sexually active.
What? Oh no, is that not the right one? Ugh. Where's... Ah, fuck. Did I... I think I deleted the wrong one. No. That was... It cut off. It cut off. So, I apologize. I do not have it on hand. So just put a pin on... You don't have to believe me right now, but put a pin in that for later. For a different time, Bleeding Heart. Because overall, Hutch has completely gone back to the plantation. But yeah, I have to keep deleting things to make room for downloading VODs to upload to Patreon, and I think I deleted the wrong one.
Which I very well might be mad at him. But I'm sure he'll live.
I was just not expecting it at that level. You know what I mean? Like, I was just not expecting, like, I don't know. It was a crazy thing that no one would need to defend. Anyway, so speaking of things that no one needs to defend, here.
Okay, the next one that I did.
But yeah, in general, we can have higher standards for each other. You know? No free head pats.
Have a little bit more.
For not being as bad as you could be. You know? Hutch was absolutely downplaying that even from the clip he showed. Yeah, but I mean, like, I understand there's not a lot of information in there in the context of the 40-second clip.
Of a feeling about, because I don't know if you remember it, but probably a year ago when you were still in like the DGG space, probably
By the way, guys, 11 people have not liked the stream. Please like the stream. That would be so awesome.
And a couple other people from Darius' server had joined your server because we seen that Cybersexual was conducting like movies in your calls, and
this guy,
almost positive,
bear in mind, was too much of a liability allegedly for the fucking Darius community. So I can't imagine, like, what does this guy offer?
Moderator at that time in the Discord.
It's just everything about this sense of value.
That's exactly what it is. What does this guy offer? People think about, and I understand, a lot of times content creators are like err on the side of like, does this person need to get banned? You know, is this worth banning someone or whatever, you know? But then when if it becomes, that's like if someone's annoying. But if it becomes like an actual liability, like they're fucking insane and they harass people in such a an antisocial way, why would you have an untrained, unhousebroken pet like that? That's what I always wonder about people who keeps pets like this. Well, some people are pushovers. I was definitely a pushover for a long time, and I gave people way too much room and regretted it every single time. Hey, Sleepy. Welcome, Raiders. How's the stream? What'd you guys do? We have just begun watching Aiden and watch J-Stock talk to something J, FMJ, defending something that sounds fucking insane, and we'll find out. I came in at the end, so I haven't seen this part yet, but J-Stock is fully doing Destiny tactics, and I find it to be disgusting and disturbing. Hey, Kel, how are you doing?
Yes.
Everyone, please like the stream.
Yeah, we just thought you guys should know, like, he was an insane fucking like stalking type person, right? Do you remember that happening?
No.
Okay, yeah, so
I mean, the fact,
like, I'll go to where, for anyone coming
to be
in,
fucking mad at him, praying to God that J-Stock gets it, so I don't need to be fucking mad at him, which I very well.
He's probably not going to.
But he's also like a free thinker.
Seeing here in the beginning won't change your. I know, but I'm just gonna see how mad I'm gonna get, basically.
Stream protecting in this way, have like a policy of like not moderating necessarily like all off platform.
You guys.
Well, basically,
I did have a little bit.
If you weren't here, the person that they're talking about got kicked out of Darius's community because when this woman Harriet's phone number got leaked, this person that they're talking about, that J-Stock is sweeping for, texted the girl a bunch, actually sent text messages to her leaked phone number like a psycho. That's one of the things that happened.
I'd be mad at him.
It's just the skinwalking, Destiny's tactics and language on every level. It makes me feel nauseous and like, oh, this isn't a person that I should trust. And kept contacting her through different channels when she asked him to stop.
But I'm sure he'll live.
And it's like, there's no reason to hold on to someone, like, especially when you have Destiny calling J-Sock and everyone else like harassers, saying all these things. Why would you hold on to someone who is actually an unsocialized harasser? Saying texting may downplay it a bit.
Okay, the next one that I did have a little bit more
send emails too
of a feeling about, because I don't know if you remember it, but
like, what kind of person do you have to be to get kicked from Darius's community?
Probably a year ago, when you were still in like the DGG space, probably I and a couple other people from Darius server had joined your server because we seen that Cybersexual was conducting like movies in your calls, and
this guy,
almost positive,
bear in mind, was too much of a liability allegedly for the fucking Darius community. So I can't imagine, like, what does this guy offer?
Moderator at that time in the Discord.
Just everything about this sounds like bad news.
Yeah, we just thought you guys should know, like, he was an insane fucking like stalking type person, right? Do you remember that happening?
No.
Okay, yeah, so
I mean, the fact that he texted this girl on her set was like so well known.
Oh, by
like,
the way, guys, we're gonna watch Obsession on Kick after this. So here, go follow the Kick.
I mean, I knew it like I knew about this like 2 weeks ago or something when I got told about it. So I don't know why. Like, I don't think that people need to be irreparably permabanned for doing bad things. But at the very least, don't have this fucking psycho modded.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Hey, Sleep, the whole movie on Kick. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can get away with it. Someone said Perry got told to turn it off, but I'm gonna say that's because Perry sucks. But every other thing I watched The Substance, I watched Backrooms. So we'll see. Don't tattle. Okay? Shh. Hush.
I don't, because I don't remember it coming to you at that point, so I can't say that you do. But we
Like,
did tell all y'all.
Hold on, I knew.
You were the one that banned him from Darius's server. Do you actually? Can you call in real quick if you want? You don't have to. The call-ins channel on my server is open. If you just join that, I'll drag you. I have some questions.
This. I
Did you know anything about the Harriet shit?
Well, I knew kind of about the Harriet shit. Not that he'd emailed her, but obviously I saw like the back and forth they had sometimes. Like Saiba would say stuff in chat,
Did Jay
and she wouldn't be like, "Fuck you,"
that he texted her cell?
Saiba. She would be like interacting. Because I watched.
Can't call him, but you can ask. Do you have any of the screenshots of the text to Harriet? Somebody sent that in my server a while ago, and I have lost those.
Darius a decent amount, and there was like a couple people in Darius's sphere who I feel like were akin to Saiba, like more or less, like more or less.
There was a point though. There was a point though when I'm pretty sure she was like.
And if anything goes wrong, then I'll move us. I'll finish it in Discord.
Scared to come on stream.
But knock on wood.
She was scared to talk to Darius, and it was because of Cyber.
So
there was like a couple people in Darius's sphere, like interacting. Because I watched.
Can't call him, but you can ask.
Hey Mobbin.
I knew
anything about the Harriet shit.
J-Sock didn't know the extent of it. That's possible.
Well, I knew kind of about the Harriet shit. Not that he'd emailed her, but obviously I saw like the back and forth they had sometimes. Like Saiba would say stuff in chat,
Did J-Sock
and she
not
wouldn't
know
be
that
like, "Fuck you,"
that he texted her cell?
Saiba. She would be like interacting. Because I watched.
Can't call him, but you can ask. Do you have any of the screenshots of the text to Harriet? Somebody sent that in my server a while ago, and I have lost those.
Darius a decent amount, and there was like a couple people in Darius's sphere who I feel like were akin to Saiba. Like
I know he's done much more than the text messages, but I feel like that's particularly unhinged of an avenue to contact someone. If the phone number leaks and then you harass someone, you send them texts. I don't know. That's I think a sign of a unsafe person.
more or less, like more
There
or less
was
the
like
exact
there
same
was
kind
a
of
point
guys.
though. There was a point though when I'm pretty sure she was like scared to come on stream. She was scared to talk to Darius, and it was because of Cyber.
So was Saiba in love with this Harriet person or whatever? And was
Can
she
anyone help
emphasizing
Mobbin?
she wasn't interested?
Do you remember that happening?
I mean, obviously, she doesn't need to emphasize it. If she's not reciprocating, take the fucking hint.
I would
Okay,
remember
that
that
would-
happening too. Like I have an encyclopedic knowledge of Darius's like totally deranged dating content.
Yeah,
Like, if I
he
saw
got
that, I would
banned.
remember it.
That's when it got turned up, and he got banned from Discord because he was still talking shit. He wasn't acting like he had any wrongdoings in that situation. So everybody was like, "Yeah,
So,
you're a little fucking."
Saiba says
psychopath.
that's
Why
a
are you
lie.
acting like this?"
That wasn't.
If you're gonna keep this guy in your community, at the very least, you're gonna need to grill him that he knows what he did was not okay, right? For me to bring back Rita, I actually, people don't know this, like behind the scenes, I have to just like say to Rita, like, you understand.
And that's basically what he did with Rose too. Her info leaked, and he used that as an excuse to message offering her help. Oh, is that when he messaged Rose?
that what you
so
like did
crazy.
can never fucking happen again. It was not okay, or whatever. And like once, you know, obviously, I that happened a year prior or whatever, and hadn't been repeated.
Like that's the
since.
thing. Even if you don't care, like why self-preservation wise, would be to distance yourself, right? How did you get the number? It leaked.
It's like after I got that confirmation, it's like, okay, you did something bad, but you can come back. You clearly don't want to do it again. In a case like this, you want to make sure the person is starting to get it before you fucking let them back. Okay. I got sent this. $2023. At Darius IRL. This is from 2023. Got it. I mean, listen, guys. We're not pro DGG here, but I'm not so fucking sides cocked where anybody, like, claiming they don't like Destiny is going to be my friend or my associate or my...
That is... You know what the kind of people that, are sides cucked and they can't let go of it? It's because there's some stuff that they can't defend. They're hiding something. That's what I think. They can't meet if they were held to the standards that Aiden has. There's something in there. I don't know what it is. There's something going on that they are also fine with, like, just sweeping things away because they also want to be swept for. I don't know why you would want to hold on to something like that.
A lot of people that don't like Destiny are completely fucking unhinged. Although he pretends like
anyone that tells you to not notice something or to downplay it, why can't you just call it what it is? Can you not defend it if you're being honest about what it is? Like, you can defend something, but just you should be able to while being honest about exactly what it is and not playing stupid or doing Destiny tactics, as we will see.
That's everyone as a cope. When you have a widely hated figure, there are going to be people who hate sometimes for the wrong reasons or are themselves a little bit fucking nuts. You never, like, I don't trust somebody just by them not liking the dad. I'm gonna call the police now. Thank you for giving me the push I needed. What is this from? DMs on what Insta? Yeah, who is that? Darius IRL sends, missed audio call started, missed audio call. Seems like it, he's not picking up, and I have his shark. I don't feel safe throwing it away if he might come back and hurt me over it like he hurt Grace. I was calling him to come get it. Seems like it's time to just throw it away and get an order of protection so I can be done with the stupid shit. Is this her talking about Darius or Saba?
What? Huh?
Saba leaking Harriet DMs, shit starting to troll.
Just spam DM her from across like 5 accounts. That's what I do. Someone saying, okay, this bit is too much. Too personal for you. Deranged smile. Yeah, no, this person is a freak. And I think it is a bad sign that JStalk is like, oh no, this guy's totally, he's just a regular guy. This is not a regular guy.
Do I even want to know? I miss Grace. Just spam DM her from across like 5 accounts. That's what I do. You know how I know who Darius is at first? I hate to admit.
He also bragged about contacting Rose. Yeah, that's also fucking deranged. You know, you can't stop people from doing shit, but don't let them lie to you about what it is.
Before I really knew.
Don't let people downplay what it is.
I thought Grace Thorpe was.
It gets worse. Oh God.
Pretty or whatever. As I began to learn more about her history and you know the daddy-daughter relationship, I think that my interests sort of aligned better elsewhere. But I know Darius is the guy that saw that whole shit show over that is the Thorpes and said, let me jump right in. Let me go jump right in. Which is crazy.
Wait, so what does this say? I have his shark. Like he hurt. Oh, so she is talking about. Okay, so is she talking to Sabasexual about Darius, and he's just posting it in Darius's Discord. People do this. This is not normal behavior. Guys. You should have other things to do. People who spend their time harassing people and tricking them, gaslighting them, gay-opping them, and then bragging about it to each other in a Discord, those are freaks who can't have a good time out in the world. Yeah, the shark thing is about Darius Saba's leaking it to snark her. Exactly. The Thorpe drama was how I first started watching Aiko. Sunday did that unhinged interview with Ben Thorpe and then raided into Aiko. That's funny. I vaguely remember. I forgot that happened. That he interviewed Ben Thorpe.
That whole shit show over that is the Thorpes, and so let me jump right in. Let me go jump right in. Which is crazy. I don't know how you could ever look at a situation like that and think, yeah, she's a victim, but she was a victim. Just to be clear, she was a victim. She's not, now I view her as akin to a victimizer, right? A lot of people that do horrible shit that we don't get to know about their childhood or whatever, probably had fucked childhoods that didn't leave them with a chance. It doesn't change that they did fuck shit, right? I feel bad about the kid that was getting abused, but now we have the adult.
Rao watched the video from when I ran into Darius at Twitch, and he literally just brings up Hassan out of nowhere. Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's a dangerous guy, honestly. He's like violent, and I would stay away from him. Like, they're not, you don't know, they're unstable, unpredictable in like what they might do. Violent but 5'5". There's a lot of anger in that. A lot of anger. 5. Oh, you called him a girlfriend kicker? That's awesome. That's pretty based.
That is an accomplice of her father and his abuse. So obviously that adult is an abuser. What did Saba do? What did he do? Name all them. He was messaging Harriet Lamau. Okay, so these are his emails.
It's also crazy that like Saba is the one. It's like his side that gets leaked, right? In the screenshots of him sending her text or whatever. So he's doing this and he's showing it off in Darius's Discord. They are not the same as us. I would totally watch the Tyler versus Darius boxing match. I would love it. I would host a watch party. I would get a party hat. That's what we would do. Listen, it would never happen. Because I don't even think Darius has that much of a death wish. I didn't watch all of I didn't see him and Tyler talk and stuff. Only saw like the very beginning of the Wick Tyler thing. But I honestly, like, I believe that there would be a hospital visit involved. Even if he could be alive. He could even be semi-conscious, but he would go. He agreed to it. He agreed. Really? It's never gonna happen. But if it did, I would have a party. Tyler turned what after that? Puce? Oh, the color? But Tyler would destroy Darius. You know what? Honestly, I think that it would be a positive. Tyler should probably have him sign a waiver. He just turned some wild colors. Oh, I did see some colors. It wouldn't end well for Darius. Honestly, I think it would be a net positive for us all. Like, I feel like Tyler could lobotomize him from the outside. Darius did agree, but he also made a lot of excuses, so I think he'll back out. Like, I feel like Tyler could just punch him in the eye and half his brain would turn off, and then he'd just be like a drooling, docile heap. Like, yeah, it would, and you know what? Good. That's what I say. Good. Darius is violent. And he's violent towards women. I really think he's gonna kill someone. Maybe not like premeditated, but he's gonna do something and someone's gonna die. You know? Like, I saw him push someone. Like, and they're like on concrete next to stairs, and I'm like, he's just flinging his limbs around, he's hitting, he's shoving, like, he's just like recklessly physical, and someone's gonna break their neck. So honestly, if anyone's gonna like break some shit, it should be Darius. He has there's a clip of him choking a girl with an electrical cord. That's people like this shouldn't be normalized in like as an acceptable person to exist. Yeah, I saw like him like kicking Xena in the throat off the bed. But it was that Amy girl he choked. I don't remember who Amy is. And this is the guy whose community JSOC found Saba in. Who got kicked out of Darius's community. The one that's part of the court case. That is just all fucking, that's all so fucking cursed.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the screenshot. We thought these were the fucking potentially Rose emails. These are Harriet emails. Oh, shit. Okay, so what we got here... So what we're being left with here... Because I got linked this. Oh, shit. They got... they got proof...
Like, yeah. Like, how bad do you have to be for even Darius's community to reject you? Yes. And so he's doing this to the girl, like his behavior towards that woman, Harriet, is why he got kicked from Darius's community, right? And he's doing similar other behaviors. He was contacting Rose repeatedly, right? And that's not enough to get rid of him in J-Stock's community. That's crazy. Like, does he know something about J-Stock? Like, if Destiny was up my ass about her, like, harassers in my community, why the fuck would you sweep for him? Like, he's got to know something.
He knew about the emails. Did he deny knowing about the emails? Not only do they have proof...
And Rose's family, I believe. That's insane. Like, that behavior shouldn't be enabled. Like, no. And anyone who enables that kind of behavior should not be enabled. As far as, like, just don't let things happen that are not normal and have everyone in the room act as if it's a reasonable thing that they're doing. Like this is a valid position to have and to be arguing for. No, we're not equal. Like you're just absolutely wrong. There's no room for discussion there.
You knew about the emails. He's saying W schizo. What?
Like, don't let the other people in the room feel like this is normal. Yes, J-Stock will sweep massively in this call. Which is why, I mean, I got mad when I got there, but I wasn't there. So I wasn't even there for the other part. Okay. All right. Listen. Okay. Okay. I am calm. I'm collected. The wheel is resting.
To Harriet. Good luck in applying. Apologies, like I said, I'm sorry for spamming you emails and memes. I was playing at the Unhinged Schizo bit, but I do generally... Please, I need something. I miss your TikToks and streams. Please respond. Let me be your fan. Please, I'm so bored. Country Roads lyrics. Obviously, he's joking in some of these, but he obviously is attempting to get her attention. Please respond, Harriet. He stalked and harassed Harriet. Every day the server... If Harriet made it clear that she doesn't want to be in contact with this guy, and he's then making efforts to email her and text her, then yeah, you can maybe have a stalking claim. W Schizo was... I know it's a meme. I don't think he's being like wholly serious when he says that, but schizo is an ableist slur too, by the way. Noted wicked. Thank you. We call them schizophrenics now. OCD, I had to set the record straight. It's an Anna reference. That didn't help. It's worse. Were you being for real? And she will, so good luck. Bro, what you think after the 3 emails? It's too real. Oh. Yes, who's this? Good luck with school. Who the fuck is this?
Oh my god. Yep, here, text. Jesus.
Cybersexual. Bro, this is... Good luck with school. Who the fuck is this? Cybersexual. Bro, this is so incredibly creepy. I'm well aware, but I'm still a supporter, even if you don't believe me. Last message, because international messages aren't free. But is this...
Last message because it's not free. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this is the last message. I'd send you more, but it costs money to harass you.
This is on her cell. But I'd like to reiterate, good luck. Quite a few people are hoping you succeed. I'm saying, saving everything you're sending me, but I'm really not trying to bring this to the attention of the authorities, man. I'm gonna block you now. She's making it clear she doesn't want contact. Okay? So at that point, you should not be contacting her. Directly, at least. You could talk about her, and like, if you're criticizing her or whatever. But, like, this is obvious. I mean, this is, like, unhinged. Unless I'm missing, like, some history here. This is completely unhinged. How did he even get her number? I heard it was through a leak, to be honest. That's a form of stalking, dumbass. You text FMJ's correct here completely.
Hey, Beatenheart. Oh, and thank you for the tier 2 sub earlier. I just noticed it.
The Insta DMs, because there are messages she didn't unsend there. Insta 2. It's definitely... She, like, at the very least, she could probably get a restraining order if she wants.
Yeah, but then he would have access to her identity. So...
The last Insta messages. All of this is true, and I've told you before, but I'm sincere about helping you out. No, you're not. I don't trust anyone. Good. Especially not people who sub to Darius. If you were live on the 5th, I'll drop 10 subs. I said, don't message me, and you did anyways. That's another reason I don't trust you. Clearly, you're just fucking with my head. I'll get proof of the reason for my sub. She doesn't want to be talking to you anymore.
And he's the one that showed this. That's how sick this is. Harassing women and then going into the Discord to be like, Look at me. I'm so cool. It's like an indirect way of it's like a parasocial side quest. You know, like, cause he's showing this in Darius's Discord. It's like, look, I'm a part of it too. I'm really suspicious about his supposedly heroic motives with the Rose stuff. I remember, like, I noticed from that, I mean, we'll see it, but I noticed from that email, and he's like, I hope you cooperate, but...
This is stalking. Absolutely, this is stalking.
Yes.
It's harassment. I could totally say it's harassment.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is somebody that... What I would get from an exchange like this, not only is this person nuclear optics, but they have no self-control. They're like straight up delusional. This is...
It looks like another simulation for people. Listen, the karmic wheel of harassment for this guy. So far.
Delusion. So this is like somebody that's straight up delusional. I would never... Even if I was to one day permit them their presence in my community, I would never give this person something like fucking mod. Unless, like, in the last 3 years, they've, like, found God.
I wouldn't let them be around me in my community. I wouldn't let them be in my Discord, but okay.
And have become a whole new person. You know what I think this is? Because I talk about this. There are two types of people that go after DGG or whatever. And there's the people that are personally involved and have a fucking blood feud with Destiny. There are people like me who agree with the criticism of Destiny, but I'm not necessarily personally, you know, involved or invested or whatever on that level. But for the people that have personal involvement, I think it can cloud and compromise their judgment. And I venture to guess that, like, for J-Stock, he views this guy as another victim of DGGs or something. And that's why his, like, he was tolerated or something in his space. But I think it's like a fucking bad decision. I was saying it a week before the Radiant shit. I think this dude's a complete fucking liability.
The case that she wasn't freaking out.
Yeah, this guy was a mod in J-Stock server.
Excuse me, she
Allegedly.
wasn't. She was literally telling
Because of
Darius.
him. That's
no,
Darius has got DMs
Darius.
of this. That would be interesting.
Yeah. She was going to Darius. I remember it happening. I was watching the stream when she was calling him on, because she started up a fucking kick stream too, and then she stopped streaming completely because she was started up and called Darius on Instagram and shit, and talk about how the people in his community was fucking
By the
stalking her and
way,
shit.
if you guys want to help us make our $10th of the stream, great way to help us out is to well, actually, it's technically gonna be our like $7th, but you can support us through Streamlabs and Super Chats. Link below, button below. Another great way to help us
I
out.
like
if you're
this
new here is
stream.
to hit
Guys, here, let me share this. But can you also please maybe like my stream? That would be really cool. I would enjoy that. That would be a good time.
that like button. 34 likes, 188 watching. Click that like. Very small streamer plugs.
And she was specifically talking about cybersexual. And I remember the messages from
Did
cybersexual
she say the
coming out.
name?
The messages came out, so everybody knew it was
Okay.
cyber.
Hold on. Let me see here. Cyber says.
And
I
Darius is saying that
remember-
she deleted
That's a
her
lie.
kick because everybody
He hadn't
was
spoken
or
to her for
cyber
like 2 weeks. Then him and Xena went to call her. She was already gone by then. Yeah, she said me. Okay, well, I mean, send me the... If you don't want to hop on stream side but talk through this, then you could like literally say whatever you want me to tell FMJ or what you think is a lie, because it's going to be difficult to litigate through chat. It's going to be very difficult to litigate through chat.
Yeah, I want to know where the lie will be coming up at this point as well.
Everything I've seen, it seems like unironically DGG might be right about the Saba guy. Unironically. Hate to say it. Hate to fucking say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, which is why they should do better. They should, like, this is unnecessary. Why would you take an L that you don't have to? Why would you do this to yourself?
I do not like what I'm seeing at all, to be honest with you. But the you know, as I've said before, just because they might be right about some people doesn't like.
Well,
Yeah,
for the 10,
exactly. Don't let destiny be right.
Like, I probably what happened is
huge
he said
L.
something was a lie, and then I caught it too late, and I said it to you, and probably
But like, I don't like Trump either, so we'd probably agree on that one too.
something you'd said like 30 seconds before. I would imagine.
You should let. Who is Evil Fossil?
So if you just, I'll wait for him.
We are doing a total. We're closing the walls, okay? If you're here, welcome. You made it in. We're doing a total closure of the borders to the J-Stalk community until we can figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm kidding. It's not a big deal, but like, I just think this is like super fucking. It's like a moronic thing from J-Stalk.
Yeah.
This guy modded.
It just needs to be known. J-Stalk can do whatever he wants. I'm not trying to change any hearts or minds or anything, but I will note it that this is exactly what he's doing. But I'll let him listen. I've been a little. I feel it coming, and my hater organ is still in recovery. So, yeah, due to this info, Destiny is right on this. Yeah. Yep. It's a good thing that being right on something doesn't make you any more right or less wrong on other things.
Like, what are you doing? Thank you for the 50 kroner, Sister Godiva, with the mirrors. Why is the mirror shit? It's like all the time now, man. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying on my Discord. Like, they'll always mirror emoji me. And mirror emojiing somebody basically means whatever they're saying somebody else did. They're basically talking about themselves. But they'll do it when I'm talking about myself. That's not a mirror? What is? I'm looking through OBS.
If he was gonna DM
Look in
me or
a
something.
fucking mirror, buddy.
I don't know.
Oh wait, that's not a mirror.
Yeah.
It's my character.
Me or something.
Not a mirror? What is? I'm looking through OBS.
If he was gonna DM me or something. I don't know.
Oh wait, that's not a mirror.
Yeah.
It's my character. Oh, it's a pregnant. Look at how it looks through OBS. This happened last time, so I thought it was a. This happened with the mirrors last time, so I thought that just meant that's a mirror emoji.
So
sorry.
what did you know about that? I think I cut you off. What did you know about the situation up to that point?
I knew.
Was like,
well, I knew that it wasn't just Saiba who was weird with Harriet. You know that, right?
What is?
Okay. You know that, right?
Does that change?
When you say
Okay. Listen. All right. Okay.
weird,
You know that other people were like constantly encouraging.
Well, guess what? Those aren't our people. We can
Yeah.
look at somewhere like the Darius server and say these guys are fucking unhinged. But that doesn't mean let's go invite them and talk. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we're supposed to be better. We are like, as gay as it sounds.
No, yes. I guess J-Stalk isn't. That's a problem. We are. I am. I think Aiden is. J-Stalk, no. It's unfortunate. But it's good to see. It's good to know where people are at.
We're supposed to be fucking better than them. We're supposed to be better than them. We don't like, you know, and I'm sure there were other people doing this. You don't need to prove to us that there's weirdos in Darius' server. Or that Darius themselves, like, nobody's defending them.
Yes, set your own standard so we can all know. Be aware.
Questions about the guy that's your mod that you decided to bring over, right? 10 from Jimberly. Evil Fossil was a mentally ill black man that gave literally all of his money to Destiny and followed J-Stalk after the split and got booted after he drew lewds of Kelly Jean. Like Musty, except minus the Kelly Jean part.
Darius to call Harriet, laughing about him doxing her phone number. Like, there was tons of people. I believe there's even memes about, like, I'm calling Harriet right now in the chat. Like, his community broadly was very deranged about Harriet.
Okay, his community broadly was deranged. Cool. That's not what we're talking about. Cool. You want to talk about that after this? Sure. We can talk about that as well if you want. That's not what we're talking about right now.
I do remember.
Yeah, but obviously
that as like when mostly I think a girl comes on most like fucking any stream with fucking immature people, they get like immature comments like whatever the fuck. But nobody goes to the level of contacting them That I think that was a special thing with Cyber, which is why he was especially banned.
Yeah, that's not me. Like, okay, so it is true. So, like, this is a good example. There are guys that go to flirt with women that present what's obviously a joke, and the question if how she responds is really going to depend on like the jokey nature of, but there's a hint of truth at the bottom of it, right? I get the vibes that although some of the emails were being done with a joking tone, the underlying fact of him wanting her attention and reciprocation
and
was
demanding
still there
it.
in all seriousness.
Yes,
Like,
yes, and continuing contact is that. It doesn't matter what form, doesn't matter what it is. It's just the mere fact of there being messages and emails at all. Yeah, if his community was broadly like that, why have anyone like that in your server? Exactly.
some of the emails were wholeheartedly serious. Like when you go to, I mean, this is serious. Like the text message, these are not memes. But according to, he didn't, J-Stock's denying knowing about the text message.
And it's like, literally, this is like Ryan Grimm and Graham Plattner, when Ryan Grimm's like, well, Politico said that he was uninvited, which is not true. He was disinvited because maybe he didn't see her text message saying to not come over because he was drunk driving at the time. Maybe he did. We don't know if he saw it. Okay. And I'm just kidding. Unless
it's not his own fault. He's just a little sweet boy. Ha! Steven's just being a silly guy.
Again, these are not acceptable. These are not acceptable things. And you would not, if it were someone else, you would not. If it was so, I don't know why J-Stock, I don't know if he knows something about J-Stock or, I don't know. If I did anything wrong ever, it's because I was drunk. True. I don't know if there's more to the Emma interview, but at some point, I'll revisit that. The only reason that they can get away with this is being able to get away with this. Stop letting people get away with this. Okay? Normalizing people getting away with this stuff is what is presently the case. Okay? It's presently normal to let men get away with these excuses for harassing people. Just letting them get away with this. Like, well, here's his intention. What about, this part was a joke. It doesn't matter. And if it were not someone you were positively inclined towards, you would never accept this as reasoning for something else. Even on a purely self-interest level, why keep someone like this in your community? That's a giant fucking risk to you and others. Exactly, unless the bigger risk is to kick him out. In which case, what is that risk?
But he's saying he knew about the... Harriet, please respond. Let me be your fan, please. I'm so bored. This one
Dude, there's one to Harriet. Subject, BuzzFeed. Body, good luck on applying. Let's see. Hubble telescope birthday image. Here's the link in case I got your birthday wrong. In case I got your birthday wrong? What? Please respond is the subject title. Body, please respond, Harriet, sad face. What's up, subject? What's up, my Hebrews and Shebrews? Subject, country roads. Body, take me home to the place I belong. To Harriet, subject, please take me back. Body, let me be your fan, please. I'm so bored. To Harriet, subject, Harriet, body, please respondo. To Harriet, subject, please more content. Subject, please, I need something. I miss your TikToks and streams. And here's some video files. To Harriet. Subject, apologies. Body, I just like to say I'm sorry for spamming you with emails and memes. I was playing into the unhinged/schizo bit, but I do... And then it's cut off. And then, to Harriet, subject, BuzzFeed, body, good luck on applying. This is restraining order. This, exactly. And the fact that JStock is like, was, like at one point JStock's like, well, I'll demod him, like, if you, since you, like, I don't care about it at all, since you care so much. Like the guy's being emotional. Fuck you, dude. Okay? If this was happening to a man, everyone would be talking about how fucking crazy this is. Oh my god, that guy's so fucking crazy. He's a stalker. No. But it's okay. It's to a woman. It's fine. It's fine.
Not be a joke because he's actually expressed wanting this to her in her text messages. But like the underlying fact of wanting her contact, like, is that this is creepy as fuck.
Yes, it is.
And then to go to text her on her, like, when a woman tells you, fellas, and I'm not talking from any experience here, but it's common sense. She doesn't want to, like, she's not interested. She doesn't want any more contact with you. Move on. Stop talking to her. Don't try to get in contact with her through personal fucking cell.
Yes.
Totally unhinged.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally approve of that ban. That makes sense.
So why after that what did you know up until the point where you were like, okay, it's okay to mod him in my community now?
Listen, I'm okay hearing an argument about why he was let back in, because I believe people can change. But I don't know enough about, like, I don't trust people enough to 100% be sure that they've changed, because people lie about changing, right? So I would fucking sure as shit never give that guy mod. That's insane to me.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I already said I didn't know that he was like the reason. But Saiba's saying he wasn't the reason. That Darius and Harriet had a fallout and never talked again, and it wasn't anything to do with Saiba at all. Like, they had a fight.
That?
She blocked. Okay,
you're talking to a girl that you met on stream. You brought her on stream, and then now there's a guy that's fucking messaging all facets of her life off stream. You think that will play no point into why you no longer talk to this girl? Do you believe that?
Wait, what was the relationship like before that happened? You know,
and he's starting to do the laugh. Oh, he's doing the Destiny. Like, what? No, fuck you, disgusting.
Talk to this girl? Do you believe that?
Wait, what was the relationship like before that happened? You know exactly why she left, why she crashed the fuck out.
You know. Fuck you, dude. Oh, I'm gonna get so mad.
Bridge with JStock burned. FMJ is my new best friend.
Left, right?
She was crazy.
I'm nominating this guy to be the new JStock.
But she was like obsessed with Darius. She was like, "Oh, I'm going." She was like making up shit. Like,
I remember her thinking Darius was evil and like streaming about how Darius is fucking evil, right?
Who cares? And are you okay? So what's your point there? What's the point exactly? Okay.
Yeah, but she was also saying, I'm going to this content school. She was using Darius as like a fucking vector. That was what she was doing. She was using the relationship.
Yeah, I remember something about that, and then she ended up in like a halfway house or something.
After it was like a content house that she said that she moved to a fucking a school to go to. That she was like, oh, I'm going to school to do this content.
Call me crazy. Was it a joke that she was like in rehab for that? That was actually rehab or something? Is that a joke that was getting to? Dude, I'm trying to remember what was going on back then. I remember her streaming from a hotel. Yeah, I remember her streaming from a hotel on her account, and she was telling Darius, "Oh, I'm gonna meet up. I'm gonna go to this content shit." So, and that was
top guy.
Her switching her whole.
I don't want to call him my top guy because this is what happens. I call him my top guy, and next week it turns out that FMJ is like a black neo-Nazi that was involved. I mean, it was involved in like J6 or something. I don't fucking know. Calling somebody my top guy is a recipe for them to turn out to
Suspect
be like the worst
sushi.
person. I'm not gonna call FMJ my top guy.
Oh, I think
He seems cool. We don't want to ruin it.
she was doing something completely different before she met Darius, started getting on her streams or on his streams, and then she was like, "Oh, she see this shit got motion. She's like seeing people coming from it. She's gonna use it with shit." And then she started like,
Stealing
was, like, pretty-
okay. You're acting like it doesn't carry over to me.
obsessed with Darius at that point. And
I've had some top guy problems myself, believe it or not. Probably more than Loam in totality.
and yes, they were like having relationship arguments, but nothing to the effect of like,
Ali's always got Loam on his mind. You know, there's always that one crush you have that you just can't get over. And Saba relates, actually. Saba's a bit...
Jay
Saba
Suck
really
does this when he starts getting pressed. Yeah, that's a very bad sign. That's a very bad sign. That is, manipulative, gaslighting. That's a bad thing. When someone is defensive and their first move is to get gaslighty and do whataboutisms instead of having like an actual conversation, that's not good, and that should not be acceptable. It should not go unchallenged. I think you were right all along. It's all my pedo isn't as bad as your pedo, all of it. Yes. My pedophile is not as much of a pedophile as your pedophile. My pedophile had a smaller age gap than your pedophile had with their victim. And I mean, like, in all reality, too, he didn't care about the Pixie stuff initially. He wasn't going to burn bridges with Destiny over the Pixie sharing. Remember? So, I don't know.
relates to that concept, apparently, a lot. I look at a man like this and I say, somebody...
I'm not saying that I hate JSOC. I'm saying that this is very revealing and a very disappointing revelation of character. Yeah.
Please.
Because we all know what Destiny tactics look like. We all know. We know the tone, we know the laugh, we know the whataboutisms, we know the, oh my god, that's so, I can't even believe you would say that. That's so insane. He was like, I've had friends that have done similar stuff. It's not career ending if people just sweep it. Yeah. And it's like, the fact you would be doing this in 2026 as the arch enemy of Destiny, or something, as an arch enemy of Destiny, is crazy, especially since, you know, like, we can see it. Luckily, Aiden's here to see it, and Aiden's here to press it. You know? Who else would do it?
Man, a wrench.
I can't have anything to do with this up until Cybersexual was harassing her personally.
He literally does all of that, especially the insane part. Yeah, I saw him do that at least once in here. And it's like, it's disgusting. It's like it's disgusting that that kind of shit worked ever. But it's disgusting that you think you could get away with it now. Like, we don't all know exactly what that is. We know what it looks like. It's like when you've pointed it out, like JStalk has pointed out Destiny's tactics thoroughly, you know? It's like when Destiny talked about consent and Bob 7 stuff, and so we were like very aware that he knew exactly what was going on in regards to his own shit. JStalk knows the Destiny-isms, and he is employing them.
Okay.
And he should be ashamed.
I don't know, and I would.
And I hope that he disavows this sadness to Aiden tomorrow.
To see that timeline, to see like where.
So
things
that's
were
why
happening.
He actually does sound nervous. He sounds nervous completely.
You said you
Hey,
knew
Fawn.
So
he was
Sonic
being
2
weird in chat.
Adventure?
Was that the extent of what you knew?
Yeah.
No video games.
Like,
and
No games that
like,
require dexterity. I think it's like muscle memory when you know you fucked up. Yeah, exactly. You have to listen. I understand, but when you feel the cope start to seize you, okay? And if your knee-jerk reaction is to get defensive and start doing tactics that don't even work anymore, okay? They only worked because Destiny had pickled her brains in a completely closed system. You know, the water in the pond was so filthy, but there was nothing else. We didn't know, okay? This space is built on Destiny. Twitch poll and what it evolved into, like, this is the mindset. We have been told these ridiculous gaslighting talking points and have had many a cursed discourse over it. Like, we know now, okay? There's no more delusions of, oh, maybe there's a world in which what they're saying could be relevant whatsoever. We know it's not. Like, if you feel yourself start to seize up with defensiveness and you're about to cope in a way that is harmful to yourself as well as anyone else, then you should notice that feeling and just take a moment, take a deep breath, release it, and think. Just think about it. Think about it. Am I being defensive? What is actually the case here? And try to be honest about it to yourself and to the other person. Okay? You need to take a moment. Take a moment. It's okay also to be like, you know what? I have to think about this more. You know, it's okay. It's okay. But doing this, especially doing it so readily, so easily, is not a good sign.
That's right. He actually does sound nervous.
Okay. I don't know, and I would need to see that timeline to see like where.
So
things
that's
were
why
happening.
He actually does sound nervous.
Yeah.
He sounds nervous completely.
you said you knew
So
he was being weird in chat. Was that the extent of what you knew?
Yeah. Like,
and
you know there are people like in DGG right now who are really weird in Darius's chat, who like are still prominent DGGers type.
Is MJ or FMJ? It's cut off. Is FMJ a DGGer? Yeah, like literally, who cares? It's like saying, well, what about Trump? Trump did yeah, okay. I don't care. I don't care what the worst of the worst are doing. If we're comparing, if the standard is the worst of the worst, then what the fuck are we even trying to do? Like, okay, I guess you can rape people as long as you don't kill them. I think he's more independent, but I don't know. Well, I think he said he wasn't aware doxed by DG. Oh, he was doxed by DGG. Okay, because I don't think I've heard of this guy before. He was doxed by Destiny. Yeah, so why does JStock think that this is a reasonable point to put forth? Like, obviously we don't give a fuck. And I think it's insulting to put forth such a shitty argument. Yeah, so definitely not DGG now. Yeah, it's like, are you aware that there are people in DGG in Darius's chat now? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a distraction.
Oh, really? The guys like that we hate, that we think have no moral standards, that like our entire have our existence, like your existence certainly is like built in opposition to those guys.
Yeah, so his chat can be like, yeah, DGG is bad. That's right, true.
Things that we don't like.
Time there. Right.
Yeah, I'll mod Jimberly. I can mod Jimberly.
It's all good.
Actually, do I want
Jennifer?
to? The only downside is if you're a mod, you can't say anything to unhand. If it becomes a problem, I'll just demod you. Don't take it personally. But yeah, I can. It's not even letting me. Come on. Click. Click. No, you're probably good. You're probably good. Because in practice, I have not demodded many people for cycling on edge. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. All right.
Yeah, but it's like the level of
like
weird
weirder than
Cyber,
in my opinion. Outside of the contacting in person, which like I would have banned for that as well.
Well, yeah, fuck that nigga. I can name a couple off my hand. Spinball.
Wait, what?
Inside
Doesn't work out. Doesn't work out. All right.
Yeah, but it's like the level of
like
weird
weirder than Cyber, in my opinion. Outside of the contacting in person, which like I would have
People who are weirder than Saiba outside of contacting in person.
banned for that as well.
Well, yeah, fuck that nigga. I can name a couple off my hand. Spinboy, Roshan, Poe. Yeah, them niggas are all fucking. Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
No, I'm saying people who were in Darius's community participating in the Harriet stuff
are still around, and they were doing.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody. Yeah, nobody
messaged her in real life. I'm saying they were a part of the community, saying like weird shit about her, trying to get her back on stream to get her to crash out with him.
Got it. So Darius is a hypocrite. Cool. All of those people should have been banned, not just
Darius
Saba.
Darius needs to go to like jail, or he's gonna get someone killed or accidentally kill someone, or maybe even purpose. I have no idea. Darius is like a dangerous person. He's like unpredictable and violent. This isn't a good argument.
Right? I'm saying that there were a lot of weirdos, and I knew there were weirdos.
And
I
I
didn't know
wouldn't
there
say
were
those
weirdos
are
who would
weirdos. I
contact her
wouldn't
in
say.
real
I'd
life.
say those are like fucking. Those are like people fucking.
Oh, is that Jimberly's game?
Honestly,
he donates a bunch, then you mod him, and then he stops donating because he gets what he wants.
Engaging with the content that would.
Sad stuff.
But it was. He's a piece of shit. He makes piece of shit content. That's what they were engaging with. I don't think they're especially weird up until they're making they're moving off platform off.
I do unironically. I like to mod people that are older than me. Unironically.
For what he's portraying, what he's trying to put out there.
No, they're being weird in that case.
Okay,
but
they tend to be less spurgy.
A lot of weirdos. So I didn't know about the off-platform stuff. If I'd known about that, that would have changed, I guess, how I interacted a little bit. I don't know if I would have banned Saiba, but if he was a mod, I probably wouldn't have modded him, or I probably would have been like watching over some of this stuff.
Okay, when did you find out? Because you didn't find out when we came into your Discord and tried to like make a stink of it, telling everybody.
Well, and the thing is, like, it probably got litigated in my mod chat, but I explicitly don't like dealing with.
I can't tell if you're being ironic.
I hate I can hear the fake nervous laughter in his throat.
Or I probably would have been like watching over some of this stuff. Ban Saiba, but if I'd known about that, that would have changed, I guess, how I interacted a little bit. I don't know if I would have banned Saiba, but if he was a mod, I probably wouldn't have modded him, or I probably would have been like watching over some of this stuff.
Okay, when did you
I think you should ban someone that's harassing someone like that. Especially in your community?
Because you didn't find out when we came into your Discord and tried to like make a stink of it, telling everybody.
Like, because then what? He's gonna do this to someone in JSOC's community? He's gonna do some weird shit eventually? I mean, it's bad enough he's contacting Rose and her family, but I mean, like, just in general, like, what's next? Clearly, this is a thing that this guy does, so he's gonna pick another woman in JSOC's community to start randomly harassing. But listen, the most important thing is to keep the antisocial Spurg comfortably within a community. Apparently he did to Kelly Jean. Yeah. Okay, that just tells you where JSOC's priorities are. Again, what does the guy know? What does Saba Sexual know about JSOC? I'm not sure he's still in his community. Saba Sexual guy was like a kick mod at this point, still in JSOC. We'll get there.
Well, and the thing is, like, it probably got litigated in my mod chat, but I explicitly don't like dealing with.
I can't tell if you're being ironic, Hubert. I've liked streams so far personally, but it's you, so it's probably sarcastic and meant to hurt my feelings.
The Discord, so I just let the mods deal with it. I don't know if it got discussed. I don't know what should happen. I know that I found out about it, or I knew about the email.
Doc.
He was in his chat providing his own defense during the call. Who Saba?
Dr. Phil wants mod. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. And let me just give you channel manager while I'm at it.
Or the text. The email or the text? Like when
Hold on,
after
we gotta walk into this thing really quick.
the Saiba emailing Rose came out.
Okay, you knew about that stuff after it was.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, or the text? The email or the text?
Okay. I have to pee super fast. I don't want to do it now that we're getting into it, have my anger take up space where the pee would be. Let's see if I can I play this? Sure. We'll see if it has to get cut off. Oh, Saba and Darius were both in Aiden's chat. I saw Darius, but not Saba. One sec.
Stop the clock. You can take your gloves off. Stop the talk. There's nothing left to fight for. Breathe in the fumes. Drink until the last drop. What's done is done. What's dead is dead. That's right. Don't you get your hopes up. This is it. Just embrace we fucked up. Nothing to win, no. Nothing to strive for. Drop the guns and let yourself go. Pep talk. Pep talk. Pep talk. Pep talk. It is true. We are through. But it's cool. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Stop the clock, cause there is no more later. So senses up and give in to the lust. No more secrets, no more time for haters. It's all for nothing and there's nothing for all. That's right. Don't you get your hopes up. This is it. Just embrace we fucked up. Nothing to win, no. Nothing to strive for. Drop the guns and let yourself go. Pep talk. Pep talk. Pep talk. Pep talk. It is true. We are through. But it's cool. We're gonna have some fun tonight. It's too late. We're all playing. But it's fine, fine, fine. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Tonight.
That's cute, Raz. I like this song. Hopefully it won't get claimed and then I can have it on this. I made a blocked playlist so that way when something's blocked I can put it on here and remember. You know?
We are through. But it's cool. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
He's having fun. Having fun. Okay. Okay. Back to business. All right. Get your hater organ in a comfortable position.
Like when
Hold on,
after
we gotta lock into this thing really quick.
the Saiba emailing Rose came out.
Okay, you knew about that stuff after it was from a hotel. Yeah, I remember her streaming from a hotel on her account, and she was telling Darius, "Oh, I'm gonna meet up. I want to go to this content shit." So
it could go either way for me. I could see J Stock potentially lying about those, but does anyone like, for those of you that have been around, your Jimberlees and Dr. Fells of the world, is it possible to you that J Stock legitimately never saw the text to her or anything? Like, I feel like if you're modding this guy or whatever, like, I feel like that would have to be that history so public in like Darius's server. I feel like you'd have to sort of know that this guy was being fucking unhinged, like with this Harriet person. It sounds like you're just like being very charitable.
And that was like her switching her whole. I think she was doing something completely different before she met Darius to start getting on her streams or his streams. And then she was like, "Oh, she see this shit got motion. She's like seeing people coming from it. She's gonna use it with shit." And then she started like, she was like pretty obsessed with Darius at that point. And yes, they were like having relationship arguments.
But even with the Rose shit, dude, even that on its own, I still like wouldn't mod somebody. Maybe I wouldn't ban him, right? If he knows that, like, hey,
You're contacting someone in your community that's contacting Rose, the 17-year-old victim, and her family. I wouldn't let them be around.
Maybe don't like, I get your heart was in the right place, but there's like a pretty big overstep as a viewer. Leave it to people who are involved to deal with this or whatever, right? But like, even after that, I still wouldn't mod somebody like that because I don't think that person has good judgment. I don't think that person can exercise good judgment. But then the Harriet shit on top of it would really confirm that for me, and I would never mod somebody like that. Charitable to this guy, but he lies about your driving. I don't know if he lied, to be honest with you. He could have just made a mistake, or I don't really care. I'm over it, right? 5 from Freddy. Join the JG4L 2K26 crew. Although I would love to participate in the happenings of my sister community. My sister community. That's
my
what we'll call
sister.
What? You know, I think that 2K is not really my thing.
But nothing to the effect of like,
maybe I
can't have anything to do with this up until Cybersexual was harassing her personally.
Okay. I don't know, and I would need to see that timeline to see like where
So
things
that's
were
why
happening.
you said you knew
So
he was being weird in chat. What is that? Was that the extent of what you knew?
Yeah. Like,
the only
you
part,
know there are people like
the only part for me that relates back to my past.
Okay. I
can't have anything to do with this up until Cybersexual was harassing her personally.
Okay. I don't know, and I would need to see that timeline to see like where
So
things
that's
were
why
happening.
you said you knew
So
he was being weird in chat. What is that? Was that the extent of what you knew?
Yeah. Like,
the only
you
part,
know there are people like
the only part for me that relates back to my past round with JSOC is just like, when you believed that I doxed somebody, right? As popular opinion was claiming or whatever, and supposedly that's the reason you wanted to break tie. That's up for dispute for other reasons. You could recognize that I was a liability when you believed that I doxed somebody, which I did not do. But when you believed that that was true, according to you, you could recognize that I was a liability and cut association with me as a result. Fair enough. But I don't understand why that same judgment is not being exercised here. Where it's not even just one incident. We're dealing with a pattern of horrible fucking decision making.
like in DGG right now who are really weird in Darius's chat, who like are still prominent DGGers type all the time there. Right?
Yeah, but it's like the level of
like
weird
weirder than Saiba, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Outside of outside of the contacting in person.
This is such a fucking dangerous mindset when we're battling another community or whatever, and your response the whole time is gonna be, oh, but they do bad thing. You're never gonna police yourself. You're never gonna police your own space. We know that they do bad shit. We understand. We talk about it all the fucking
That's so
time,
true.
Okay? that doesn't change what we're expected to do, what we should be doing, and how we police ourselves. If anything, it is extra important to police ourselves when we have another community that is lying about the nature of our community and what we're okay with and what we aren't.
Which like I would have banned for that as well.
Well,
Thank you,
yeah, fuck
Zickers.
that nigga.
Alright.
I can name a couple off my hand. Spinboy, Roshan, and Poe. Yeah, them niggas are all fucking, yeah. But what does that have to do with anything?
No,
Let the record reflect, though, we broke 200 before the raid. Let the record reflect.
I'm saying people who were in Darius's
We've
community
been at like 180. We broke the 200 mark for like 2 seconds. So
participating in the Harriet stuff.
Are still around and they were doing.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody. Yeah, nobody was.
Nobody
doing
messaged her in real life. I'm saying they were a part of the community, saying like weird shit about her, trying to get her back on stream to get her to crash out with him.
Who cares?
Right? I'm saying that there were a lot of weirdos.
He's
and I
doing
knew they
the
were weirdos,
exact
but I didn't know they-
Alright, Fence Smoker,
Same
put some fucking
thing.
respect on FMJ's name. This is the guy that single-handedly raped Destiny.
Say those
weirdos
are
who
weirdos. I
contact
wouldn't
her in
say.
real
I
life.
say those are like fucking. Those are like people fucking. Honestly, engaging with the content at what it was. He's a piece of shit. He makes piece of shit content. That's what they were engaging with. I don't think they're especially weird up until they're making they're moving off platform, off of what he's portraying, what he's trying to put out there.
No, they're
and
being weird in that case.
Okay,
There were a
but-
lot of weirdos. So I didn't know about the
but they're
off-platform
following
stuff.
the lead. They're
If I'd
following
known
the
about
lead of
that,
Darius.
that would have changed, I guess, how I interacted a little bit. I don't know if I would have banned Saiba, but if he was a mod, I probably wouldn't have modded him, or I probably would have been like watching over some of this stuff.
Okay, when did
You wouldn't have banned him over that? You wouldn't have banned for the off-platform stuff? Then what the fuck is... I don't know. J-Stock is honestly weird. F? Is everything okay?
when did you find out? Because you didn't find out when we came into your Discord and tried to like make us think of it, telling
It was
everybody.
when,
and
well, and the thing is, like, it probably got litigated in my mod chat, but I explicitly don't like dealing with the Discord, so I just let them.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we have...
Oh, yeah. Yes. If you find something, you should go to the person whose peer it is. Like, you could I mean... I don't know. I'm not going to give a blanket thing that you could do, because there isn't. I would say that, I mean, overall, this guy, there's no reason to contact... This guy does not care about helping anyone. That guy was just trying to get involved. I do not believe that this serial harasser had Rose's best interests in heart when repeatedly contacting her. He's just a fucking weirdo. Like you could never. None of us could ever. This isn't even like about whether like what the line should be or some. No, this guy is so far like over the line. It's not even a question.
Have the problem that we have, okay? I don't really take a super hands, like, my server's small enough where I know about almost every moderation decision that's made eventually. I might not know about it beforehand or in the moment, but I eventually learn about it.
Yeah, speak to the creator covering it or stay out of it, yeah.
But I can, like...
Unless you think the creator is a hostile... Unless you think that the stream itself is hostile to the person they're covering, and it would be more harmful to tell them.
If I want somebody out, I will...
But, like, this isn't even a question of what the right way to do it is. It's just this guy wasn't even trying to do that. He's just a freak.
Good, and will absolutely do that, right? And if... To sort of just trust that it's all gonna... I mean, you have Saba Sexual as your fucking mod, and you're gonna take a hands-off approach? At least, if you're gonna do this, leave it to somebody who has good fucking judgment. Why would you ever take a hands-off approach with this guy as your mod? Where can you watch the FMJ Destiny combo? Just look up on my channel, Talking with Destiny. This is the last one, I think. It was the last combo we had, or the one before that. It's in the title, and I'm talking to Destiny.
The mods deal with it. I don't know if it get discussed.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I literally called for it earlier. If you're...
J-Stock tries to reframe Saba's actions to the most noble, least invasive version.
You're here from the JSOC community now, and many of you are, and I think you guys are pretty chill, the ones that I've seen, welcome. But from this point going forward, we are closing the borders with the Kingdom of J-Stock until we can figure out what the fuck is going on. Obviously, it's a joke, right? I'm still gonna be cool with J-Stock. I just
know what should happen. I know that I found out about it, or I knew about the email or the text. The email or the text, like when after the Saiba emailing Rose came out,
Where'd I just put my phone?
Okay, you knew about.
Wait, what?
You
Just came out. Email of the. I know that I found out about it, or I knew about the email, or the text, the email or the text, like when after the Saiba emailing Rose came out.
Where'd I just put my phone?
When did Saiba emailing Rose come out? It's just, okay, they're gonna talk about it, right? I wasn't here when they were really talking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much I missed. I think I missed a decent amount. But, because otherwise I think I would have been more enraged.
Okay, you knew about that stuff after it was brought up with Rose.
Apparently Kelly complained about it, but Kelly complained about like Spin Boy about 1,000 times more than she ever complained. And
Kelly complained about him, but like she complained about this other guy way more. Seems like you have too many freaks around you. Maybe you should like look into all of them.
Pickle 1,000 times more than she complained about
Saiba. The fucking Pickle. That is another thing that
the Pickle?
Was the Pickle the one who made that isroll17.com?
I think so.
Is what?
Isroll17.com?
What?
Pickle the one who made that isroll17.com?
What is it? What?
Was the Pickle the one who made that isroll17.com?
Isroll17.com?
I think so.
Is he still around?
What?
No, I don't think so.
Is rose17.com?
Oh. Why? What's up?
I don't think so. What do you mean, why? What's up? You brought him up. What do you mean, what's up? Why are you saying what's up like that? You just brought up how this guy was complained about even more. And so he asked, oh, is that guy still around? It's like defense is like, what of it? What of it? Jesus.
Oh yeah, because that's
who is the Pickle?
That's probably like pretty insanely illegal shit now, right?
What do you mean?
Wasn't he like posting all the information he can get on that and like the porn and all that shit on there?
What?
No.
What was posted on there? Because it was like
it sounds like the Pickle did do something wrong.
I think just the DMs with Destiny.
He sounds nervous.
It wasn't like I thought it was like a log of like how to have a conversation. It was like some pretty extensive shit on that.
There was nothing to do with like the porn or anything. Like as far as
I do not trust this man. I do not trust a single fucking thing he says out of his nervous, quivering mouth. Oh, God.
I know there's nothing like that on there at all.
So why did the Pickle get banned?
I clicked on it once and it was like where there was a log of what was actually said in the DMs.
Was it like
I just clicked on it once.
Okay, so why was it's not true. Okay, so why was the Pickle actually banned?
Farm threads.
It was a log of what was said in the DMs. It was like an album.
Can we reach out to the Pickle for comment?
DMs.
And that's it. Farm threads.
It was a log of what was said in the DMs. It was like an album.
Can we reach out to the Pickle for comment?
DMs.
An album of the DMs.
That's it.
I believe that was all I remember being there. If somebody
I
has like,
believe that was all I remember being there. Okay. He can't even just say whatever.
Archive of it, we could go through it. We could just look. Wow, hold on. Somebody else gonna have to bite the bullet on that first. I'm not opening that up on stream.
Yeah.
I believe that was all I remember being there. If somebody has like an archive.
Hey, Radical, do we need a flowchart to follow this conversation? JStalk is defending someone who is a harassing freak. Is chat not working on screen? No, I think it is. Is it? Is there anything wrong? Refresh? Fixed it? Okay. JStalk didn't respect Kelly Jean at all. I guess she's very unlikable, but if you're having her as a co-host, you should treat her as a person. Or don't have her as a co-host. Oh, well, the whole thing... I mean, there's a lot of hate. There's a big lag of the YouTube chat. YouTube is being weird. YouTube's been a little sketchy recently. Hey, War Machine. But yeah, the guy that J-Stock is, I mean, I'll let them continue. But he was kicked out of Darius's community for harassing a woman, texting her leaked phone number like a psycho. And J-Stock is sweeping for this guy for some reason.
Of it, we could go through it. We could
Blackmail?
just look. Well, hold on. Somebody else gonna have to bite the bullet on that first. I'm not opening that up on stream.
Yeah. I'm not.
But
I'm glad that you got the pickle away from you. But
no,
that
I
was
don't.
kinda crazy
I'm
that-
almost positive that wasn't there. That would have been brought up way before this. That would have been brought up way before this, right? That would have been brought up back when it happened. Literally, nobody's brought that up, and that's like a totally new thing.
Okay, so there are allegations that the pickle apparently posted CP. Now, it seems like these are not substantiated and apparently not true.
No, that was like a pretty bad thing. That's why you were
No.
Him to
The
take
thing
the
they
fucking site
said,
down?
hold on, I'll explain to you. The thing they said was, this is like a 17-year-old who's having sex. That's basically child porn. That's what they said. That's what they tried to say. That having the sex there with a 17-year-old was essentially child porn.
Right. Okay,
now,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
They would argue that it's not a 17-year-old who even sent the sex. So, but that is what I recall. Is they said, oh, the sex being there in that.
All
blog
I
at the
know,
end-
I don't know what the case is. I just know that I do not trust J-Stock's retelling
between them, that's essentially child porn.
It would still be even if they didn't send it. What the fuck are you saying? What is it? What is that? What?
Well, if there's no pictures of her in there and it's just text sent from the catfish guy, the middle party, the middleman.
Wait, but
since how do we even know that he, dude? I do not like when people talk about. Okay, how Solo is like Schrodinger's catfish. One day it's Destiny's like, oh, I was talking to the guy the whole time. He was catfishing me, you know. But then also, you know, like it's just it's bullshit. I don't like how J-Stock is sounding right now. Like as if it's a possibility that he was just talking to the catfish.
MJ is saying the guy would have needed to have had the original DMs, and those original DMs contained the porn.
Okay,
No.
without the pictures.
Yeah,
of
no.
her, okay.
Well, I don't think there were any. I don't think there were any pictures of her. And if there were, I don't think he would have put pornography on there because it would have broken the TOS.
Did he have access to it? Because apparently he knew at this point that Rose was 17. So did he have it on his hard? Did the pickle have it on his hard drive?
The site, right? There are a couple pictures of her though.
That's like that's a thing that Destiny says. Sometimes he'll say anything. My point is that like for some reason now J-Stock is why is J-Stock saying, oh, maybe it was the catfish and not Rose when they talked? You know, like why are you even bringing that possibility into it to make this seem less like they did something less bad if that were the case? You know,
like weird given the context, right?
Yeah.
That's what Rose claimed, that it was all Solo, or what? What did Rose claim? I haven't been keeping up with the case.
We'll just say moving
Wait, the pickle had pictures of her on the website?
on from
That she never had access to the accounts. The pickle was banned from J-Stock's community before Kelly left. Okay, cool, Gregor.
kind of moving on from that since he's not in your community any longer.
Well, you could say, hold on, but
talk about Piccolo.
Hold on, no. Why are you saying it's okay? It's good to move on from it. I don't know. What are you saying? It's good to move on from?
Wait. I want to say I'm saying I would still have the same criticisms for him that I have for Destiny. He should have no business, and he probably even more because he had even less business trying to dox this what he thought was a child. He's that.
With all due respect to all involved, walking and speaking carefully often looks sus as fuck, but there's a reason to never give up. Saying something that's then later said, we got you saying XYZ. Oh no, I understand that. That's not what he's doing. No. Don't you worry. I don't know if you've seen this. I haven't seen this part. I saw like towards the end. And J-Stock is doing Destiny-isms 101. Just straight, he just like crawled into his skin with the way that he's arguing, with the points that he's making. Not this specifically, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And I don't want us to undermine it, to excuse it at all. It is what it is. It should not be acceptable.
Niggas probably evil.
Where was he trying to dox somebody?
Wait, did he post Rose's face? Because she didn't want that public, did she?
He's like cultivating all information that he can get on them to like who knows what for.
Wait, you're just making things up. Why? Hold on. What are you talking about? What information was cultivated?
Wait, what do you call putting together a whole bunch of?
Okay, so
like that person is like the harassment, the emails and texts that he what's his face, whoever they're arguing over, Saba's sexual, like that's enough to get rid of someone like completely from your community. That's crazy. Hey Shani, I'm be honest, I don't give a damn whether they were actually the catfish or not. If you thought she was 17 and sent her sex, that's fucked. Is it okay for Too Mad to sex his despite that thing? Oh yeah, no. When it comes to Destiny's position, when it comes to anything with Destiny, nothing, it's still just as bad. It's better that, I guess, I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know enough about the case, but I guess it's better that he wasn't, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. We can talk about it more next week.
Looks like the pickle might be vindicated a little bit, alright? I'd like to apologize to the pickle for believing that you might have done some of these things. The pickle's name has been cleared. His good name.
One thing.
What links were there? I'm asking you, what are you even alleging? You are making a bunch of things up.
Apparently you said the chat logs. Apparently you said all of the chat logs.
That's all I ever knew was the chat logs.
Yeah, that's still cultivating some information to this fucking situation.
Fuck off. An album of chat logs. If I put an album of chat logs together on Imager, that's like doxing.
I don't even agree that that's what it was.
What do you mean doxing? Who said doxing? What?
Okay, but we need to actually figure that out, right? That's what I'm saying. If you don't know what it is, then you can't say that it's better that guy's gone. By the way, that guy hates me as far as I know, okay? So I'm not saying like, and he's not around. But I'm just saying that like I don't like the idea that you just say this because you're just repeating talking points from somebody else.
Okay, you
fact check.
What? Who else said this shit, nigga? Are you done?
I don't know.
I'm looking for you know what I'm looking for right now? I'm actually looking for the original FMJ Convo Destiny on my channel.
I remember. Yeah. So don't just make it up and say I'm saying it from somebody else.
What do you remember?
I remember being in your Discord at this time with the pickle nigga and all the other people from fucking. Let me say it.
Destiny has known who Solo is for at least 3 years. Him claiming he doesn't know his identity is disingenuous. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's a big fucking mess, and you know, the karmic wheel of rape will turn for them all.
With the pickle nigga and all the other people from fucking Spicy Chat that were mods in your Discord at that time and that were fucking moving.
You're saying
that were
mods from, who are my mods from Spicy Chat?
What was the one nigga that was posting my feed that had mad pictures of me saved?
He was
what
doing
was that
what?
name?
Oh,
you know,
is that Rhinox? Sorry, that is Rhinox probably. Yeah.
Spicy Chat nigga who was a mod in your community, right?
Okay, yeah, you got me. No, Rhinox wasn't Spicy Chat long
like
ago.
I'm crazy, fuck, nigga. And that wasn't the only.
No, you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
That was not the only one because I remember being in Spicy Chat. I remember being in Spicy Chat, and all of them, they moved from Spicy Chat when I was arguing with them, and they start arguing with me in your Discord. It was like 3-4 of them. I can't name.
Sorry, you understand that people use like Spicy Chat as like a sort of like boogeyman place where it's like 40 like 35-year-old men.
Okay,
I'm just
guys,
waiting for
really
it
quick,
to get to it.
We're 2 hours in. I found it. I gotta go pee. So what I'm gonna leave you with is the convo with me, Destiny. Somebody.
Skip this.
You understand what I'm like pushing back?
Okay.
Like
this part, I don't care about whatever they're talking about with this pickle guy.
I think he
this
was
has
a
nothing
bot
to
in
do with
there. Yeah.
nothing. This has nothing to do with nothing. But the leader.
Well,
of
you
that
you
shit,
say it, and there's like a
Logic is
negative.
racist
There's a
piece of
negative.
shit.
Hold
He's a
on.
racist
You
yuck
understand
piece
what
of shit.
I'm like pushing
No,
back
yes, it
against,
should be
though, right?
negative. Wait. Chud Logic, the leader of that shit, is a racist, yuck mouth piece of shit. So yes, there should be a negative connotation on anything.
I
that
mean,
he
I wish I
wants.
could.
Yes.
I wish I could say no. There.
I mean, Chud's not really the leader of Spicy anymore, is he? Like most people.
I mean, I don't know, but yes, true about Chud Logic.
No, and that Chud don't even watch him. That is correct, though. Unironically, it does seem like Chud is becoming just like a full. He's
I feel called out, Radical, by the way. I'm who am I rooting for? Well, I already know that it goes, I don't know how bad this is gonna be. I just know that it ends up bad enough for me to know that it's gonna be bad. So
already, this is just a full-blown righty. I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
But he wasn't as racist back then. He was like way less racist
That's true as well.
back then, actually. And Rhinox is black.
But he still runs that shit, and Rhinox was doing even more insane shit. So I don't even want to talk about that.
He's like not even
We're
black.
not gonna have that conversation. I'm not gonna have that conversation with you about can black people be racist, whatever the fuck. But going back to
Silo left his
Connor
community.
said he had 90% suspicion of the.
I mean, Chud Logic said that the guy, this fucking freak sex pest guy that punched Vlad in the face in public after, being the one to accost him and then try to get him to go home with him and then ask if he was a man and then punched his face. Like, Chud said that that guy was in the right because play with the bull, get the horns. Mess with the bull, get the horns. That's pathetic. I wouldn't say that's why he got more racist. I would say that he's probably more free. But no, he was talking about like how he said that there is a value in preserving the white race in an unironic way, talking about race mixing, making brown sludge. I mean, that really tells you how bad it is for Chud Logic, okay? People who need to have things, they're like inherent value based on their race or general categories that make him automatically better than other people. He has nothing to be proud of as an individual. He has no personality. This is all he has to make him feel better.
Play involving your kid, if that comes, I'll just write that down. I'm writing stuff down now, guys. Fuck, there was something I was supposed to write down the other day that I forgot to fucking write it down. I forgot what it was.
There's a sharp uptick recently.
Cyber, up until now, you know all this information about this weird.
Like, I don't think he has any principles. Like, I think he's just a reactionary guy who was so Gawk obsessed that he pretended to be progressive until the Gawk bit him.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about chasing the Gawk.
Can you imagine basing your entire persona on trying to, go after people that make you want to goon? Hey, Team T. Chud had two wolves within him. One of them was racist and phobic. The other was more racist and phobic. Yes, true.
What's wrong with that guy? You say pictures of your feet, man. That's fucking weird.
What are you talking about, bro?
What do you mean? What am I talking?
Is bad for the baby, Aiden. Shut the fuck up.
I said, what's wrong with that guy? You save pictures of your feet. What's wrong with that guy?
Oh yeah.
It's fucking weird.
That wasn't even the only picture
Fucking
that he
weird,
saved.
man.
That shit's dead.
He's not even the only.
No. None of that, Topher. I see many communities unfortunately groom their streamer. Making sure it doesn't happen to you can be hard. Absolutely not. I reject that. I'm extremely ungroomed. I've stayed ungroomed. And Chud Logic is an adult man, has been an adult man this entire time, in his 30s and beyond. He knows. He's just a weak, amoral cunt. It is 100% his responsibility. He is a father. He is just because there are so many people who do become audience captured because they're also weak doesn't mean that that it should ever be put on the audience. There's always going to be pressure. That's just how it is. You choose the tone to set. You choose the kind of people you want in your audience. This is exactly what Chud did. This is who he is. This is exactly who he is. I spent 6 years giving these edgy guys a chance, or I mean, not a chance, but just the benefit of the doubt, room for growth, and to be as they are and figure their shit out and whatnot, and see, leave room for there to be like, oh, they are being edgy, but now we're here. And not a single one of them turned out to just be joking only. Not a single one. And I will not let anyone offload their responsibility onto anyone else. Okay? This is the reality. Straight, cis, white men have been they are babied in every aspect of life, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. I have. And I've been groomed to, as we all are. But when someone, no one else could ever get away with this. No one else would be able to get away with that. That's not, no. Nope, absolutely not. We put so much responsibility on people that have no power whatsoever. But then a man completely 100% in control of himself and his platform, and not coming from a Chud audience. This is his heart. Like, there is no such thing as as edgy anymore. There's nothing you can say that would be edgy by the standards of the world right now, that you could say on YouTube or any platform and not get banned. That's the level. That's the extreme. So if you're still saying things and calling it quote unquote edgy, you're just saying them. Okay? So the question is, do you mean it? Are you saying it because you mean it? Why are you saying it? Are you trying to virtue signal to other people to be cool? Because I think that's pretty fucking cringe. I wouldn't be caught saying shit that I don't stand by because I'm virtue signaling to other cool edgy boys like me. But I'm recovering, infantilizing adults, especially adult men person, and I'm rejecting that. In this era, it's hard to discern everything is so extreme now. Exactly, which is why we need to treat, and by we, I mean this is what I'm going to do, and I think it's a good thing to do in general. Take what people are saying. Like, if someone's saying something like that, just ask them about it. Do you mean that? Because it's not a joke anymore. And so if they want to be a person that says that stuff, then that's their choice. But they have to understand that, like, it's not an edgy thing anymore. So forget the past. This is reality now. And you can you can stay where you're at. You can continue to be stunted in your growth. But no one should baby them. They should be treated like everyone else. That's the thing. There was never nuance, Topher. There was never nuance. The nuance was bad faith all along. It was never real. The nuance came from, because this platform, these spaces were founded by Destiny, who is 100% made up of gaslighting, debate, pedophilia. So I've been engaging in good faith with these ridiculous arguments as if they are possibly in any universe valid, but they're not. They're not. I put in my time assessing the situation, and it's not, and everyone turned out exactly, as they seemed. The online trolls of the aughts have become adults, but they might not have actually grown up. Well, that's the thing of every generation. There are lots of people who just stop getting older internally. They're like of various ages. So, but no one, I guess I'm looking when I think about this a lot. I did infantilize so many of these adult men in these spaces for so long. In a enabling, unnecessary way. But I feel like I was looking at people's potential, but there's no reason why. Like, I shouldn't assume that anyone's gonna reach any, like, possible potential that I might see a flicker of in them. Like, they can do what they want. I don't know. There's no, they aren't seeds that you can tend to and hope will get better. How far can your bangs go before it's a mullet? It's more like how short are the sides of your hair? Classic woman move. You know what I mean. I mean, it literally is toxoplasmopus. Because this is what it is, okay? The standards are so fucking low that you have to look for potential because there's nothing that can justify what's being presented to you now. And that's all that we have to work with. Because the thing is, there are people that are stunted, fucking ignorant, reactionary, in every different kind of person category, right? However, there are specific categories where if you fall into them, the system will back you up. And like the rest of society they are groomed to back them up too. And we just can't do it anymore. We can't like pretend like this is normal for just a few people, a certain amount of people in certain different categories to just be teacher's pet of society, just to be favorites and like be backed up by the systems themselves and each other. Like this is literally what we're groomed into. We're groomed into, as a woman, you're groomed into believing that it's completely your responsibility to not get raped and murdered all the time and to make sure that every man's feeling okay and stable, catching just trying to work with what's there because you could also get raped and murdered, okay? I'm tired of pretending. Well, not pretend. For so long, it's been like being in certain spaces and knowing that like nobody cares about that. That's fine. If I don't respect someone's opinion, I don't actually care what they think. So I didn't care about the misogyny and commentary or whatever. I didn't give a fuck about that. But now we are exiting into the general world, okay? And some people are too fucking embarrassing and don't know how to act. And they can't, like, I don't want to be seen in public in the general world with them. I don't want to deal with that, okay? People that are dead weight, that are gonna, keep your world small, People who are not curious, who are not interested in growing or just, I don't know, going out into the world and seeing what's there, thinking about it. I don't know. Have you ever had someone assume you have been incarcerated? Never, actually. Huh. Hey, Passashock. A lot of us have left the potential patients area and are sitting comfy in the when people tell us who they are, listen timeline. Absolutely. That's where I am. And I'm not gonna do an inch of lifting for you to not be embarrassing, okay? I'm not gonna look at a straight cis white man ever again. Well, not ever. I'll fall into. I will definitely listen. I cope and I realize that I'm sweeping, but I do not want to find myself giving any benefit of the doubt when someone is being an immature. If someone's being a messy little baby, if they're having a fit, if they're in their feels, okay? It is disgusting how much happens, how the world is moved by adult men avoiding their feelings, okay? People will die. Just how millions of people die because of men's feelings and egos. Oh yeah, I forgot. Tyler. Oh yeah, Tyler did accuse me of being incarcerated. I totally forgot about that. I yelled at some bigot telling a cab driver to go back to his own country today, and a little bit of me was yelling at Proxy Chud. Good. That's the thing, like, obviously, you should know as an adult how to go out into the world and conduct yourself in your everyday life and environments, right? So I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it, but think about it. Be aware when people are doing things IRL and when something needs to go challenged. If someone presents something or behaves in a certain way and everyone's brainwashed to just go along with it because that's what we do, when it would never be acceptable coming from anyone else. If you're ever in a situation like that, and you can, it's not like your boss or something, if you can, don't let it go unnoticed, at least. I'm not saying you have to debate them. I'm saying don't let things go without any notice of friction. There should be friction. But yes, I really hope that Tai and Darius have a fight. I will have a watch party. I will buy a hat and maybe party favors. That would be so awesome. But Tyler should definitely have there should be some kind of agreement to make sure that he doesn't get in trouble for what he will do to him, not even on purpose. I could see Tyler giving him the gentlest of taps and his head collapsing in, honestly. I would pay to watch that. I would rent that. Yeah, I would pay to watch that stream. Absolutely. I would pay to watch that stream, and I would encourage other people to as well.
Person on Discord,
Jay
these
Stark's trying to
niggas, they love it. But
yes,
aside, but that nigga is still
is bad.
Tyler doesn't seem the type to give mercy. Well, then I guess Darius is just dead. But honestly, that could save a life in the future. Tell me that you don't think that Darius, not being around in the future wouldn't probably be saving someone else's life, or at least saving their life from going to hell. Tyler was talking about doing it at a boxing ring. Oh, I hope so. If you fight someone in a boxing ring and they die, are you in less trouble? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Yeah, Darius is dangerous to everyone around him. I think if Tai Tai raised his voice at Darius, he'd ragdoll. True. I can see him pissing himself. Darius is a disgusting freak. Is Darius ready for the meep?
Did you drone in all your bombs, Tyler? No, I was a machine gunner. I shot machine guns at people. And actually, the one time I fucking dropped a bomb on a guy, I held a laser on him. Meep. Literally, I looked at the guy, and I held a laser on him until he fucking died from a bomb coming out of a plane. You didn't think I could answer that question, did you? Killed a guy like that. What? Okay, sorry. I love you. No talking about the war.
Is this no, this is him recounting his past. But yeah, I think that would be a great combination. Tai Tai Darius fight.
For the baby, Aiden? Shut the fuck up.
Everybody said, what's wrong with that guy? You saved pictures of your feet. What's wrong with that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking weird.
That wasn't even the only picture that he
weird,
saved.
man.
That
Shit's dead.
He's not even the only person on Discord.
Jay
These
Stark's trying to
niggas, they love it.
Yep.
But back to Cyber, that nigga is still a mod in your kick chat right up to this day. He's like a 6. I was looking when
from how he's talking, I'm picking up on some of the tone, and it seems as though Jay Stark might be nervous because I think Jay Stark believes he's done something optically bad, whatever that thing is, and I think he's like taking an opportunity. Like, people who don't want to talk about something will take any opportunity conversationally to talk about anything else. Maybe I'm overreading this, but he was focusing on maybe I'm fucking overanalyzing this. JCS,
Like, okay, I understand, and I'm not encouraging Tyler to do it in a sense of like, it would probably be bad for him and probably give him problems for sure. So I'm not saying that Tyler ought to. I'm saying I would enjoy it, and if it were anyone else, I would disavow it happening. It's only because I think Darius is an active danger to everyone that he's around that I think that it would be reasonable to be okay if, like I said, he received like an external lobotomy. You know? Like, I feel like Tyler could just maybe, like, could find a way to precision strike, turn off a good portion of his brain so he's just drooling and docile. You know? No harm to anybody else.
Just don't, dude, I've got like...
The nigga's a 60 month sub, founder, or 30 month, my bad.
The worst thing it sounds like Jay Stark did here is potentially sweep, right?
30 month sub, founders, 60 month sub.
Dude, I've got like...
The nigga's a 60 month sub, founder, or 30 month, my bad.
The worst thing it sounds like Jay Stark did here is potentially sweep, right?
30 month sub, founders, moderator.
Yes, which is why you don't have to sweep. So the sweeping should end. If you realize sometimes you accidentally start sweeping as a reflex, but as soon as you realize, you have to let go. Just let go, take a breath, and think about what is true. What is actually going on? What is the reality of the situation? If I'm being honest, you know, and if you can do that, then there's something wrong. And whatever it is that's keeping you from being able to speak frankly is a liability. So you should try to rid yourself of that handicap if you can.
Hey,
what are you saying,
founder and 30-month sub, I can't even control. You know that, right?
I'm pretty sure you don't give out like founder badges and fucking all that shit.
No, founder badges are for like the first 10 subs to the channel ever.
Okay, what is the ones that, do you know the ones that you give out to people on your shit? I can't find it right.
Or notable, but he's moderator.
He is moderator. And OGs,
I got like a VIP. That's what I meant.
Okay. Why would you still think it's okay to even? what retarded mind do you think it's okay to have a doxer stalker of multiple women as a moderator in your community?
Doxer. Who did he dox?
So doxing is such a big deal here because it is something that is reasonable. Like, out of things people can do from behind a screen, it's always a risk in online spaces. So we're going to spend a lot of time disavowing it, as opposed to something like doxing not the worst thing ever you can do. Everyone knows that, obviously, but the reason we talk about it so much is because it's common online. It's in proximity to us, right? But there are things you can do that are tantamount to or worse than doxing, and I think stalking is like comparable, right? Or if not worse,
Oh, excuse me, he didn't publicize the
stalking.
information. He's
In this instance, I think publicizing her information would have been more damaging. I think that might have been worse, but like the stalking is a big enough deal in and of itself.
Yeah, it's enough.
person who engages in the docs information.
I've got like 1,000 kick mods, by the way. I just have like literally everybody who chats here regularly who I know will not abuse.
I got like 1,000 kick. Say, oh, I didn't realize. I'll take mod away. Whatever.
Reconsider how you do shit.
More reason.
I just give them all mod.
More reason. That's even more
I
reason
just
to
give them all mod. Bro, people.
Even more reason to kick this nigga to the
He talks exactly. Don't go with the bros. No bros. You can't say it independently enough.
More paranoid than me, and everybody who mods for me or is in my server knows what a paranoid fucking freak I am. He's a bigger target than I am to them. It's not even close. It's literally not even close. He should literally be more fucking like strict about it and paranoid about it. Did you switch your mic? No, I did not switch my mic.
I try to dox people all the time. I literally just leave people as mods.
I have a more cynical take. The reason doxing is talked about so much is because it poses a threat to drama channels' bread and butter while also being a source of their bread and butter. What do you, I don't understand what, you mean. Like, yeah, I can't be responsible for what the mods do. I have too many.
Is that not even more reason to kick the weird nigga that's like
Frankie's back, guys. Oh, I haven't done a show. Guys, if you like the stream, you want more streams to happen, consider becoming a member, gifting a membership. If you have a Twitch Prime you're not going to use anywhere else, you could use it here. We will be watching Obsession after this. And if we are 9 numbies away from numby time, so if we get 9 more super chats, donos, kick subs, Twitch, whatever, all the things, Frankie will get on camera, do numbies, and get her favorite meat paste. If you can, if you feel like it. If you cannot or do not feel like it. Thank you for being here. Please like the stream. Live, not top chat, Twitch and Kick, hello. Good to see you.
round to the curb.
No! If he shows up and he's I literally just leave people as mods.
Is that not even more reason to kick the weird nigga that's like obviously shouldn't be around to the curb?
No! If he shows up and he's willing to mod the chat, as long as he's not breaking the TOS in the chat, I'm fine.
Why? Do you not have enough you said you mod everybody. You have you have too many mods, okay? What's one less? It's just we. You don't have to do all this. I don't know.
Just don't, like, it's not hard. Just don't mod optics like black holes, okay? It's like,
Yeah.
it's that easy. I know you guys, oh, that's gay, that's cowardice, that's being a pussy or whatever. Believe it or not, right? People don't need to mod. You don't even need to have mods. It's just something you can give out for convenience. And it's totally fine to not want to give someone that thing out of convenience because it would negatively affect you.
I know that you're gonna like add up all of these things and go like, this guy's super weird. I think whatever happened with Harriet, he obviously knows that was wrong.
Oh yes, we will be watching J-Stock and Aiden talk tomorrow. So yes, we will be watching that.
I don't think he
Apparently he's still defending it according to FMJ.
defends like messaging Harriet. I think he can defend
And he just
messaging
accidentally
Rose.
did it a year later, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? What the fuck?
What are you
him.
talking about? Wait,
That's
hold
what
on.
he
Accidentally
does.
did what? Accidentally did what a
You
year
can-
later?
Okay, you can say that he is going to tell you that it's wrong, but he did it to.
To be fair to J-Stock, I do this for Wendy Fox, but Wendy hasn't actually done anything. He just says he's gonna do things to be a jackass and funny, which is the optics problem, but he hasn't actually done anything. and he doesn't plan. I know that he's joking.
To two different women in two different situations. At the very least.
Jay Stark doesn't want to upset his pay piggies. Well, he's doing things better than I am, man. We're making fucking Arkansas minimum wage up in this bitch, man. Maybe I should take his strat.
Hi, Frankie.
That we know about publicly, right? Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Wait, are you talking about Rose?
What are you saying? Okay, like that.
You could say it's menacing, Aiden. Absolutely, it could be, right? Which is why when he does it, don't. Everyone knows he's joking because they know him.
Hey, Ron.
But other people don't, so maybe don't do that.
It's not a pattern. Yes.
We're talking about Rose.
But Wendy's not a mod. Wendy's
No,
a chatter in my server that has been banned at this point like 10 times for long stretches.
Who's?
Sometimes not long stretches. Sometimes like
She's
2 days.
taking
But there
over
was
the
one that went on
table.
for like a month or two.
Yeah, I think I don't have like, unless there's something I'm missing, unless Saib has been like lied to me about what he sent, I think you can defend the Rose thing.
You think you can?
How do you think? Okay.
You think you can defend the Rose contacting? Why would you ever? They're gonna pull it up, right? They're gonna look at it or something, right? This guy repeatedly contacted Rose, the 17-year-old victim of Destiny, and her family. Like he emailed from another account too, I think, right? That's crazy. Why would you do this? What does he have on you? Frankie said that she will not break your knees. Oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad. You could defend it, but you shouldn't. Okay, good. They'll pull stuff up.
How do you think?
Oh, come on, dude.
That it's okay for
Saib to message Rose and let her know she's been doxxed, and then help her take down her profiles where she's
Oh,
been doxxed?
I don't know if he did multiple accounts to Rose. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I get ahead of myself. I get ahead of it all.
Because even if, as an individual, he's good, or he's done
She's
doing
taking up all
under rule utilitarianism, you should not foster an environment where the viewer feels like they should be taking it upon themselves to get involved and resolve this. Because the truth is, most of the time, the viewer is gonna fuck it up. Right?
Yes, and this is a completely different conversation to have, right? There's a conversation to have about what if a viewer comes across information that could be harmful against someone that's being covered, someone who's not a psychotic stalker, who actually wants to, do the right thing. That's a conversation you can have. That's not what this is. He was not trying to do that. I'm also going to say playing cybersecurity to contact. I don't know if she was, she wasn't a minor at the time, right? But in any case, it doesn't matter of any age. It's still deranged to do. The cybosexual guy, especially you have sexual in your name, randomly fucking DMing. Yeah. I saw some of what were in the... I saw a little bit of what was in the Rose emails. It's like, I hope you cooperate. Yeah. Viewers should not be contacting anyone that is, anyone that's on stream, anyone that's involved, being covered, anything. Viewers, no. If you feel like you can trust the creator who's covering them, like if you feel like they, like notifying them that this is a thing, if they're covering a victim in a not great way, then you probably don't want to, but.
Right? So even if it turns out...
Wait, he said that? By the way, your CSAM is still on this website? That's not the same website as the Pickle website, right? Implication being that he saw it? Oh, God. Oh God.
Fine, in this one instance, it's still an overstep, and the permittance of an overstep like this in your space fosters a parasocial environment where everyone's taking it upon themselves to
Okay, not the pickle thing. Good.
get involved in the destiny shit, and that's the last thing you want.
Or anything that's like putting out the PI on the internet.
A person that has nothing.
Yeah, you just have bystander. You just have bystander effect. It's not something I recommend. I'm saying the exact situation that played out here is not bad. And I'm not gonna.
You're J-Stock. I don't know what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? This is extremely disturbing. I don't know why. I think it's very embarrassing to be an adult man who just as soon as he's being pushed a bit, being confronted slightly, to just, you know, slam down a wall and just, actually, I think it was completely fine. Actually, I don't think there was anything wrong in this situation at all. What? Really? No notes? No notes at all? JSOC has this in his past, sounds like. There's something. There is something. Like, I don't know if he has messages with Saba or something.
That's not all he was doing.
I will say, anytime after this, but I also probably would have banned him. Oh, go ahead.
That's not all he was doing. He was also hunching them. Hey, you should like join this lawsuit.
Dude, I don't get a mosquito bite all fucking summer so far. I don't get a fucking mosquito bite. And then yesterday, you know where the mosquito bites me? You know where this fucking mosquito bites me? He gets me right here on my foot. Okay? Right on the like lower part of my heel. And this shit has been itching me like all
Yes, Aiden's gonna do a good job tomorrow. I believe it. That's why, you know, at least there's Aiden. Aiden, I feel like, also, you know, tries to think about what he's doing if he's wrong and make, you know, do better, and actually considers these things, whether he's right or not. This is just something else. This is, this kind of, like, you're not, JSOC is, like, not going to be engaging in the conversation. He's going to become, like, a brick wall.
In that, it's like the most annoying spot to get a fucking bug bite.
If like you, if
Why
you
is that
like
bad?
are on our side.
Wait, hold on. Are on our side. So you just gotta. Why do you have to do this? Like,
I'm not going to speculate on that. I think it's more likely he fucked up, defended, not banning him. Now he's influenced by prior statements to double and triple down. Yeah, which is like, if you are able to take a small L, if you can just take a small L, that is a W, and you can move on. And you, if anyone references the previous L, you'd be like, oh, I corrected myself. You know, you can refer back to that. It's fine to be wrong. It's not fine to double, triple, quadruple down.
Framing.
Yeah.
He mentioned the lawsuit. What's the problem?
Was that not like?
What's the problem? Jesus.
He was like saying to this, you can reach out to this person, Joan. This is like, I've contacted her. She knows you're about to reach out type shit. Like, what the fuck? That's not okay for a random person to do.
Why is it not okay?
Because to foster that would be fostering...
Why are you I don't know why J-Stock's voice is getting higher and higher. I don't know what this is about.
The involvement of the viewer.
I'm like just holding my mic on my stomach because Frankie has taken up the entire table. He thinks this argument hinges on Destiny trying to justify doxing everyone. It seems like that to me anyway. I don't know. We'll see. He's got so many lonely Discord-addicted creeps that he's scared when disavowing one will lead to. Yeah, that doesn't, that tells me that he's probably not a safe man to rely on, you know? Like, not that he would do something, but that, like, he would let things be done. Like, he'd let things go. He'd sweep for things. Yeah.
An ongoing drama that you're covering, and that is going to be a huge liability for you. You never want, like, you do not want your viewers to touch the poo, even if in some instances it turns out good.
Why is it not okay?
for a random
under rule utilitarian.
I feel like people who get defensive like this and like bring the walls down are trying to hide that they are themselves covered in poo. Like they're already covered in poo, so they feel like poo more, you know, this amount of poo isn't that big of a deal. Yeah, JSOC started on Destiny's side when the scandal broke out, when the Pixie stuff came out. Yeah.
I'll debate him on this.
It's like you think like it's really just, which is, you know, it's which is, you know, bad enough, but you know, you can, it's one thing if you're like, oh, that was like, I was like brainwashed by Destiny and it actually doesn't, you know, looking with hindsight, that didn't make sense. I was just, you know, mind raped by Destiny at the time. You can move forward, but he's regressing to Destiny language. Shows poor judgment or instincts, yes. And this shows like continuation of enabling bad behavior, you know? I recall when he was the one who muted Sunday when Sunday came for Destiny early on. Oh. Yeah. I understand what you mean. It can indicate that they're also doing weird shit. I just personally don't speculate on that because it can influence you to believe stuff with no proof. Yeah, no, totally. That's the position that it should be in. I'm just personally, I'm not saying that there is anything. I am just, his behavior is making me suspicious.
What is the harm? State the harm.
At the very least.
What do you mean? State the harm. Can't have a fucking regular conversation? Why can't you just talk about it? Talk about what he did. Why don't you just discuss what literally happened so then you can talk about if there's any problems along the way? But no, let's not lay it out. You tell me what the problem is. Just this very specific problem, and don't look at the bigger picture. Oh, that would also make sense. It would make sense if like, okay, actually, maybe it's like his Discord is all just full of like freaks. And as Toxoplasmopus said, that like if he disavows this one, then other people might be like, oh, what about like, then why don't you disavow this other one or this other one? And then he have no one.
At the very least, they make themselves party to the litigation, no?
Male-dominated spaces tend to increase the likelihood of sex pests. Exactly. And it also shows that the person running the space, who is responsible for it, is enabling of that, you know? Which is why, you know, I'm not saying who you have to kick out. I'm not saying what you should do with anybody. It's just I am watching and I am going to point out patterns of behavior. You know, as we all should. We should all be like just checking out. But people who are doing such sketchy things don't want you to look at the bigger picture and lay it out so that we can understand, because then they're exposed.
No? What do you mean party to the litigation?
Why not? Because
there's communications that would be potentially pertinent to the case that couldn't his lawyers motion for those communications to be made public to the court or something? I mean, obviously
they're inserting themselves in some.
You know?
Yeah, like no one should. Why on earth would J Stock think that it's? Well, I don't think he does. Why? How could you make the argument that there's nothing wrong with contacting the victim of your enemy in this court case that you are also involved in? Why would you ever defend someone doing what, like, even if he wasn't a freak, even if he was just well-meaning, you should never encourage or say that there's nothing wrong with someone contacting them.
Stop scratching it. I can't. Shut up. I'm gonna keep scratching it.
A party
The fucking situation.
Okay.
Right?
Well,
So
no,
they
no,
should
no.
probably have.
He's not a party. He's not a party. A party is somebody who
Age
like
I represent, okay?
Maybe if you did a little dance or resume fuck a fan, we'd actually start to
Okay.
donate to the cause.
All right. Zoom fucking fan. You know what? You make a compelling argument. Individual who's just given me money.
roll.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't think
like Rose is not a party to the lawsuit.
You don't think bringing the victim in
Huh?
is like a
Rose is not. No, she had to testify.
Thank you, Sardino. For
What? The guy was asking Rose to become a part of the lawsuit, right? Also, it's just like, speak like a fucking regular person. Why are you becoming hysterical?
5.
Already.
Yeah, wasn't there suspicion that Rose? Okay, Rose not being a party at the time wouldn't matter because didn't Saba and others believe that she was gonna become a party and that's what they wanted her to do? So the guy that's messaging her is doing it isn't he literally doing it under the hopes that she becomes a party? So he should be operating under the assumption that she will be a party and any, possibilities of that occurring will.
Yes.
Why? You understand she would have been testifying no matter what, right? She would have been deposed no matter what.
You understand.
To testify, you agree that he should be.
I'm just gonna mock little destinyisms here and there because it's just just notice how many destinyisms there are. It's disgusting.
Deposed and all that, right?
That he should be, yeah. I mean, deposed.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Wait. Deposed.
Wait.
Fine, no matter what, right?
Well.
Hey, Techno.
Why? You understand she would have been testifying no matter what, right? She would have been deposed no matter what.
If they call Cyber up to testify, you agree that he should be deposed and all that, right?
That he should be, yeah. I mean, deposed.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Wait. Deposed. Why?
They should subpoena, depose, and find out whatever the fuck, because he answered himself to the situation, to the legal situation directly.
What? But
yeah, but that doesn't. To be fair to Jay Stalk here, that doesn't mean that he has anything the court's looking for.
What are you deposing him for? What is that going to be material to the case for?
Wait, also, Ali, you're right. Wasn't the entire basis for him reaching out to get her involved? Why would you ever want the guy who can't take a hint, will violate people's like set social boundaries, to be handling the delicate situation of a legal case involving a huge streamer engaging in direct communication with the victim? Why would you want that? That is a total fucking recipe for disaster, right? And even if disaster didn't occur in this instance, you never want an environment where your audience feels comfortable touching the poo. Yeah, why did Giggles' donation not go through? Thank you so much, Giggles70 with the 5. Just walked by a Charles Schwab loan office and thought of you. Thanks, man. Brings a tear to my eye.
We're gonna figure out what the fuck else that what else that he did, and what else that he's talking about.
Well, I think. Hold on. I think all of his emails are already in the case. I think all of the emails he sent are already in the case.
Yeah, we don't know that though, because he was never deposed, so he's never been put under oath. So
well, somebody gave all the emails that he sent to Rose to them for the case.
So he himself has never been put under oath, so he's never.
I mean, I don't know about all this other stuff. I don't think that this is really like necessary. I think the point is that no one should be contacting someone, especially in that context, especially considering what the situation is. And also, the person doing that is already someone that shouldn't be doing anything, shouldn't be able to engage with, that is like shown to be a serial harasser of women. So that sounds like the last person that it would be okay. If it would be okay for anyone to contact Rose, it would not be okay for him to.
Like, when I heard that this Saba guy was a viewer, is this guy like, he's just a viewer, right? I feel like the prescription here is like so obvious. I don't understand like why he's not getting it.
No, he's playing
Unless
dumb.
There's something I'm missing.
No, there's nothing you're missing. Aiden is me engaging, okay. I will no longer allow anyone to play dumb. If you are playing dumb, you're either playing dumb or dumb, and either way, it's not worth engaging with. It's not worth treating as if this is, it's no more babying anyone through it. If you are too stupid to engage, then you just probably shouldn't.
Does anybody also have does anybody have Saba's emails with Rose?
What information? Hold on. So you have to come up with a reason why him talking to Rose changes the material facts of the case in a way that changes the outcome of the case. That is why you would depose somebody, because they have material.
Yeah, this is a stupid angle.
If facts.
Yeah, FMJ's totally. I think the deposed FMJ obviously isn't like the Saba guy already. I think the deposed point is just.
If you want to be treated like a real person, you need to act like a real person. Exactly. This is nonsense. Nonsense people do not get the same rights as a real person. In a conversation, respect. I would say normal people, nonsense people don't get respect.
By it, I don't think that there's any valid reason for deposing Sabasexual.
Possession or knowledge or something.
We don't know how he would have changed the case, right? Well,
okay, but you don't know how I would have changed the case. I don't know how you would have changed the case,
I wish
right?
this wasn't happening.
No,
anybody who covered this, you could make a
This is letting J-Stock make things muddier.
Similar argument, right?
No, because I've been.
Can somebody tell me about the motion for sanctions? Was that ever granted to her lawyers? Because if it was, I will get
J-Stock can have his rights for
saying
now.
That it was really him that did it, but I got Destiny's sanction in court or some shit.
Interacted with any of these people with pertaining to the litigation at all.
People were telling me that I was
the
gonna
line?
get deposed or whatever. They're not gonna depose me, obviously, but they're like, people were telling.
Interacted with any of these people with pertaining to the litigation at all.
People were telling me that I was
the
gonna
line?
get deposed or whatever. They're not gonna depose me, obviously, but they're like, the hearing's been delayed.
That if
people who directly interact with them, the people who are part of the fucking lawsuit, shall also be.
Rose is not part of the lawsuit.
They also.
I wouldn't get the. I mean, obviously, if I was deposed, I would cooperate. I have nothing to give to the court, but obviously, I'd cooperate with the court fully in the event that I was deposed. Or at least I would cooperate with it. But there's nothing I have. I'm not involved that involved.
Open themselves to be part of the lawsuit.
Rose is not part of the lawsuit. Rose was deposed because she has material facts.
You're fantasizing about it? I am.
Like she has knowledge of the case?
Come on, I want you to do it. Depose me. I want you to do it.
That is material to whether or not Pixie's pornography was shared, right? Which was, hey, these seem to be your DMs. Can you tell us what's going on here?
By contacting them, and the parties in the situation, they're opening themselves.
You understand that?
I just realized I've been passively listening for about an hour, and I have no idea what these two are talking about. There's a conversation between FMJ and J-Stock about J-Stock's decision to mod the controversial individual known as Sabasexual, who has been accused of, and it seems like there's some basis to this, stalking a woman who didn't want contact with him, attempting to contact her on her personal cell, and emailing her, right? The guy that decided to reach out to Rose and her family personally, I think, and then the same guy also apparently spread the docs of Radiant in somebody's chat the other day.
This is after the fact, that he couldn't have possibly changed the facts of the case.
It wasn't after the fact.
If Rose wasn't part of the case, why did some psycho harangue well, that's a good point, actually, CV. Rare good point from the Australian Nazi. Good point. Yeah, but the point, apparently, I want these emails. I don't know if anybody has them. I have my inbox open if you have these emails and want to send them. But wasn't that part of the point? For him to get, apparently he reached out to help her get her shit taken down. Wasn't he also trying to get her to contact Pixie's attorneys to get her involved? Like, how did that turn out? Thank you so much, ZM Punk, for the 10, pushing us over halfway to stream legal, well over halfway, I think, at this point. Much appreciated, ZM Punk with the AG4L.
They didn't even know who the girl was.
Wait, yes, they did know who the girl was.
Wait, okay, maybe I'm wrong about that. How was he the first one to contact her then? Or was he the only one?
Because he's the only one who saw her get doxxed by Destiny and Kiwi Farms and thought, hey, maybe somebody should give her a heads up.
You make that sound so innocent.
I think telling her she got doxxed is okay. I think it is okay for a viewer.
That's not what happened, though.
To tell somebody they got doxxed if they've seen that.
Aiden is funny.
That's fine, actually. Completely fine. My understanding is that that's not the only thing that transpired in these emails, which is why I'd like to see them myself.
It's not fucking crazy as fuck.
I don't think that
Yeah,
is.
the only one to see it on Kiwi Farms. What?
Sounds so innocent.
I think
like
telling her she got.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong about that. How was he the first one to contact her then? Or was he the only one to
Because he's
contact
the
her?
only one who saw her get doxxed by Destiny and Kiwi Farms and thought, hey, maybe somebody should give her a heads up.
Oh, he's the only one who thought, hey, maybe someone should give her a heads up. I'm sure she had, no, she knew. Yeah.
You make that sound so innocent.
I think
like
telling her she got doxxed is okay. I think it is okay for a viewer to.
Hey, why is JSOC so pressed? He's sweeping for a serial harasser of women, like psychotic, texting leaked personal numbers and that this person repeatedly emailing Anna fucking not Anna, Rose, and her family. It's crazy. It's like at this point, okay, it's gotta be real. JStalk has to be a freak. Everyone around JStalk seems like they're a freak. No offense. And I'm not talking about chatters, but there are lots of freaks that he holds close to his heart, it seems. So, not for, just FYI for non-freaks, especially women non-freaks. Don't count on JStalk to help you out if anything happens.
Tell somebody they got doxxed if they've seen that. That's fine, actually. Completely fine. My understanding is that that's not the only thing that transpired in these emails, which is why I'd like to see them myself.
JStalk banned me when he was friends with Destiny because I tried to let him know his community was blackmailing women. Because he tried to let JStalk know his community was blackmailing women, or that Destiny's community was. JStalk used to sweep for his community blackmailing women who had slept with Destiny. That was before he hated Destiny, right? Like, we know he was on... JStalk was on Destiny's side with the Pixie thing at first. So. Later on, those same people became mods for him. Yeah. Okay, cool. You let me know, Chris.
It's not fucking crazy as fuck.
I don't think that is crazy as fuck. If you want to argue something's crazy as fuck, it's stuff down the line, right? When he emails like other people.
Yeah,
if you want to argue, oh my god. So okay, if you know that he emailed other people, then why are you saying that what he did there was nothing wrong? What?
Is that that's not the only thing that transpired in these emails, which is why I'd like to see them myself.
It's not fucking crazy as fuck.
I don't think that is crazy as fuck. If you want to argue something's crazy as fuck, it's stuff down the line, right? When he emails like other people.
Yeah,
No, the messages the repeatedly sending Rose messages or emails is also crazy.
Yes, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Oh, you sent? Thank you, FMJ. Much appreciated. All right, let's take a look.
Oh god, yeah.
Citizen for investigation. I'm aware that you're fairly close to blank. I'm not prying for any information. Trying to get a hold of blank. I've been trying to get a hold. If anything, depending on the way he went about it, if JStalk himself was to have reached out to this girl and said you got doxxed or something, I actually think that JStalk is involved enough in this story where I would not see that as necessarily a huge overstep. The problem is, once again, Seba is a viewer and somebody who demonstrably is incapable of desisting or stopping communication when it's been iterated and that it's unwanted communication. He's obviously not the guy you would want handling such a delicate situation like this. Now, JStalk is right to just tell her she got doxxed. That's not that unhinged, to be honest with you, right? That's probably okay. But what about
this assistance for investigation? I'm aware you're fairly close to, I assume, Rose is the redacted. I'm not prying for anything, any information. Then it's cut off.
Everything beyond that, right? Assistant for investigation. I'm aware that you're fairly close to blank. I'm not prying for any information. I've been trying to get a hold of your sister, blank. It is important that you get.
Like, how did he even?
I've been trying to get a hold of your daughter.
How did he even get all of their emails?
Daughter, blank. It's important. I've been trying to get a hold of. Like, what are we doing? This is obviously unhinged. This is your viewer taking upon himself to go touch the fucking poo, and that creates.
Like, if you sent one message, and no one should do this, but even if this guy shouldn't have contacted her at all, but one message is all anyone would need to send. Like, you don't need a reply for that to let them know. But it looks like he's been asking Rose to get involved in the lawsuit.
Jason, what's the problem with that? Everything's the problem with that. You don't
listen, Chris. Don't say anything that you don't want to be seen.
Viewers to take it upon themselves to get involved to this level because most of them are not qualified to deal with that.
The guy shouldn't be around at all.
Him shooting an email to this person cold out of the blue doesn't like say you need to respond. That is not crazy. That is not totally insane. That is saying, hey, your information's exposed on the internet. Some stuff from your past is going to get dragged up. You should be aware of this.
But that's not all he said.
Sorry. I think you could argue that if he was trying to get some sort of back.
If anything, he should have brought it to J-Stalk. If anything, right? And if J-Stalk decides to go, like, it should be, the viewer shouldn't be getting involved. The viewer shouldn't be getting involved. The viewer should be viewing. Okay, they should be viewing, not emailing potential future parties to an investigation. Not like he should have brought this to J-Stalk and said, "Hey, I think Rose got doxxed. I don't know if you know anything about it, but like she should probably know or whatever." And then the J-Stalk can do what he wants. And if J-Stalk goes and informs Rose that she's been doxxed, I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine.
If forthgoing, there's something bad that could possibly happen there. But the first email, the gold.
I mean, at least for you guys, if you guys learn some information about something I'm covering and don't know what to do or whatever, message me, and I might not know, what to do or whatever, but I'll just tell you, yeah, we should leave this alone. I don't know what to do here or something.
I think this is around when I started watching, so yeah. Okay, yeah. And these are the messages to we'll look at we'll look at this part before the conversation. We'll read these right before the conversation so that way we are fresh in it, but it's truly deranged.
One email saying, "Hey."
But yeah, go to Kick. Yeah, keep it in chat, don't go wandering. Go to Kick. We're gonna watch Obsession. Cool. But please like the stream first. And if you are not on YouTube, but you don't mind liking the YouTube stream, here you go. Thank you, M. Daily. 2 tabs, awesome. Yeah, we're gonna watch Obsession. It's gonna be awesome. I don't think go to the streamer is good advice either. It's like, I think it depends. Okay. I feel like this is a conversation that we shouldn't even necessarily be having, because in this instance, there's like, none of this is, none of this is it. I think, I think it requires specifics. But okay, let's see. I will send people who are not joining us on Twitch or YouTube I'll send you guys to Jordy. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Aiden talk. And I know that he'll do us proud. Cool. Anything else? Oh, but you can, if you're not joining us, you can, you'll be able to watch it on my Patreon. Thank you to my patrons. We're going to kick to watch Obsession. Thank you to my paid patrons who make it possible for me to have everything at free tier here. And, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, Mamacita. I'll hit you up when I get home.